What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Jahad Wolf from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy, Black Steel Bird, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Dex Lawrence second.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Flag on the Play, episode 108. Back here with the usual suspects, Joel don't pull back up, JJ, Bama, Kobe, Donnie. And, we live a little bit 2 hours earlier than set time, but it's obviously for great reasons. My boy, Big Play, Slayton, back in the building. He pulled back up when I was right. How you feeling, dog?
I'm good, dog. I'm good, man. How you doing, man? This is 108 episodes. Y'all working?
Yeah. We just passed 100 like a couple of weeks ago. We've been working. It's growing. This platform is growing. But you know what I'm saying? Start off with you, before we get to talk about obviously the game and stuff. Y'all just had it super early in the morning. How was the experience going over there? Like, I know we talking about the flight and stuff. Like, what was the experience going all the way to, what was it? Y'all was at Dublin? Y'all was in Dublin?
Yeah, man. We was in Dublin, man. Look, what is Ireland? Look, I hate going out the country for games. You know what I'm saying? Them long flights. Then you gotta get up, the time and be off, and then your brain gotta get right. And then I like to experience stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even though I got a good chance to go experience the city just a tad bit, but I like to go out there and have fun and enjoy time and really not just like feel like I gotta do much, but just really enjoy the views or what do I want to do. Like, they had an amazing golf course out there. I couldn't even go golf because I'm really locked in for this game because they sent me jitters, you know what I'm saying? I can't be playing around, so I had to be locked in. So it was great though, man. Great experience, man. It's a good thing that we could bring American football over, out the country so they could get a whiff of what we do it. So it was fun.
Nah, worries. That's lit, of course. But talk about the game. Obviously, y'all was the first game of the whole. What was it? What was it? Week 4 is the whole game.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts about y'all game that y'all had, bro? I'm not gonna lie. That was almost a little nail biter at the end.
Man,
what was your thoughts about that game? What's your thoughts about the game?
Man, the game was good, man. It was good. We it could have been way better. I think this is the first time we played as a collective, as a defense, and man, we did not just only make splash plays. I think we played all great defense all around. I think we played contribute ball, team ball. What we had to do better is just stop trying to make it that close. I think the scores, they're a great team over there, not disrespecting their team, but we had them 28-4. 28-7 or something like that, 6 or something like that. They got a great position, a great drive that made whatever it was to make it 14. But that 99-yard drive that's unacceptable. And that's definitely starting with me too as well with that, because we all kind of miscommunicated stuff on the back end and on my terms too, with me involved in that. But other than that, the game was smooth, man. It was fun. We executed at a high level. We got a lot of turnovers, and we contribute to a great win.
Go ahead. I was like, Joel, what was your biggest takeaway of the game? And I know if you got that question, want to ask me, go ahead. What was your biggest takeaway?
I just thought the defense finally played a great brand of football. Like you mentioned, last game against the Patriots, you guys forced 5 turnovers, but you let up a lot of yardage. This was like the perfect balance of both. And I just think you guys are in a great position at 3-1. Aaron Rodgers has been steady at quarterback. And I love seeing Aaron Rodgers succeed. I mean, after he was thrown away by the Jets, and that's why I'm not a Jets fan anymore, Slay, because I saw how they treated Aaron Rodgers, a first ballot Hall of Fame legend. Now he goes to the Steelers 3-1, and he's playing good football. And it just goes to show that if you put a good situation around a 41-year-old quarterback, he can still produce. And that's what I feel like you guys are doing right now. You guys are just playing all around great football.
Yep, for sure, man. I think we're doing a great job, man. Even though Aaron got a high expectations for himself, we're not trying to ask Aaron to be the MVP Aaron all the time. You know what I'm saying? We know he still got that MVP caliber player in him. He still made them type of throws. But, we trying to take the toll off him, man. He always been carrying the load, pause. But, hey, man, we trying to make it easy as possible for him, man. But, we do need him to play at elite level, of course. But we are trying to do our best to make sure he don't have to do that every week.
So I got to ask you, Slay, how true was the report that Skylar Thompson got robbed in Ireland?
Man, from my knowledge, I'm not on the offensive side of the ball, but I think that's pretty true, man. And so
That's crazy.
We were just like surprised, we didn't get too much information on it. All I know is I heard the same thing. I read the report too as well, because like I said, I wasn't involved with the offense, and he's a quarterback. So I'm the type of guy that's not gonna ask too many questions, because I don't know if he was either uncomfortable with it or not, or I wasn't finna be nosy, or guy that gonna be nosy and asking, hey, what happened, because that's very personal. So indeed, that's what they said what happened. I think that's truly what happened or whatever. But I'm glad he just really safe and sound, man, and good in good hands, and he got back to the state safe.
Yeah, that was definitely crazy. Hey,
Yeah.
Kobe, what was your biggest takeaway of the Steelers Vikings game?
I kind of got the same thing Joel said, but for me, man, I picked y'all because of the amount of vets that y'all got right now, man. And I my biggest question to you about these international games is because information is still like coming out about them and how y'all feel about them. We don't always get the player perspective on them. But the reason I picked Pittsburgh this week was because I said, well, they got a lot of vets on that side. So if I'm gonna roll with somebody in an uncomfortable situation, hell, might as well roll with the vet. So I just want to get your perspective on that. Like, being a vet, we was talking like off live or whatever. You said you had been out the country a couple of times or whatever. But how do you feel like that like experience, you know what I'm saying, plays a factor into winning those games in uncomfortable situations? Nobody's the home team. Everybody got that long flight. So yeah, how do you think your being a vet and the whole locker room having a lot of vets in there, how do you think that plays into y'all experience?
I think it was great, man, because a lot of guys know that it's business first. We came here to win instantly. Like it's okay to like enjoy the city, because I've been to London twice. I was in Brazil? Was it Brazil last year? I think we played in Brazil last year. Yeah, and I was here. Now I'm over here, so it's like more of like, hey man, let's just focus on the game. We going down there to win, and now that I'm with the team.
Yo.
I was about to say, damn, was it me?
You know I say, oh yeah, I thought my shit was out.
I thought it was me for a second. I'm like,
The iron guy.
Hold on, yes, shit. Hold on.
So what you say?
Hold on. Your shit lagging a little bit. Hold on.
My shit lagging?
Oh, you good? You good now? You straight now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, my fault.
You good? You straight.
Yeah. So like I was saying, it's just the veteran presence is always great, because we went there to win, and then it was a lot on our shoulders too as well, because the fact that our owner that's he passed, he done passed down to his son, Mr. Looney. He's from over there, and that's their first game, and that's something that he always wanted to be done. I did not know the history of that, and Mike T had gave a great speech about that right before we went out there Saturday that night, and then before we played Sunday, and let us know how much it meant to him. So that gave us a little more edge. So we kind of went down there mostly locked in and focused and ready to go. So we got to, and that's the part about being with great vets, man. Even though people still kind of enjoyed the view, enjoying what was going on, being out the country, we still kept the main thing.
So appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Bama, what was your biggest takeaway of the game? You got any questions you want to ask? Like, you muted too right now, Bama.
For me, honestly, man, these dudes did a good job, analyzing the game. But my takeaway is, what is it like playing for Mike T, and what makes him such a great coach? Every year, they always got the Pittsburgh Steelers third, fourth best team in that division. But every year they seem to make the playoffs, regardless of who at quarterback or whatever team they put together. But you see, they went all in this offseason, getting you Jalen Ramsey. So can you speak to what it is to play for Mike T, and how he's able to get that up out of you guys, week in and week out?
Man, one thing I can tell you, man, Mike T is one of the best coaches I've been a part of, man. He's a great human being besides of being a great coach, man. Man, I was already looking forward to playing with him, because I got into free agency like 2 years ago, and them and the Baltimore Ravens is one of the biggest teams that have been calling, and I was always a big fan of Mike T. So I was always looking forward to playing, and so I got my chance and opportunity, man. And everything I done heard about Mike T is true. Like everybody I done went over there, because I had some great corners that been over there, Patrick Peterson, Joe Hayden, some guys I looked up to, and them guys told me the same thing, man. You gonna love Mike T, man. He love y'all. He go, he appreciate you. It's gonna be always bigger than football. My son got the chance to meet him, man. He asked about my son games every Friday, and check in on all that great stuff. And he always checking in on about my kids and stuff. So he know, I'm a parent that had an older kid now. So he just like, man, how you handle that? So it be way bigger than football. And then, like I said, with the football, he's defensive minded guy, and his schemes and his schematics of how he, approach the game, his meetings and stuff like that. I've been in the meeting with him, And boy, when I say everything he kind of say always happened, that junk always happened. So it's like, golly. So, be you trustworthy with him. But besides him being an amazing coach, man, he's just a great human being, man, a great role model, a great leader. And I understand why guys go the extra mile for a coach like that. Because I've been a part of a coach that nobody want to do nothing but their job and get on out of there. But he's the type of guy that make you feel like, hey, I love to be around the building all the time. So, man, he's a great dude.
I say, JJ, what's your biggest takeaway of the game?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's fire. I'm not gonna lie. I like hearing about that. Every single time you hear a player talk about Mike Tomlin, it's nothing but like good reports, especially you just, solidified that again. But, with all that was said, y'all were up 24-6, like you said, 28-6, however you want to spin it. And, at the end of the day, y'all were doing a good job in that first half against going against a guy like Carson Wentz, who really a lot of people didn't look at him as a guy that's gonna continue to be one of those guys in the league. But at the end of the day, you got a job to do. You got a job to do. And he went out there, and in that second half, he started trying to get stuff going. And I just want to know, what is it like still trying to handle guys like Jettas and all the rest of that offense in general? Like, what was y'all thought process, in that second half of like, all right, they're starting to heat up. Well, we gotta fight back. You know what I'm saying? How'd that work? How'd that go down?
Oh, it was going good, man. We already knew, man, just one play at a time. We didn't try our best not to get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I know we was up big, and then the guys sometimes get relaxed and be like, hey, we wasn't that trying to be that team, so we try to make sure we stay on our toes because we know what this team was capable of doing, man. Very explosive offense with Jettas. If he keep getting going, he can really get it going. So we just try to keep him limited to the best we can, and we did a great job limiting him, man. He hit some great plays in our zones, and he found ways to extend runs. But when we got sticky and played, man, we made a lot of great plays against him. And but that was the main thing, just trying to make sure that that we contain the whole offense because, like I said, they're a high-powered offense, and then we think their defense was capable of turning over the ball just because they had historical stuff just happened last week. We like, hey, these guys, and if y'all don't know, the DC came from under Mike T a little bit, not crazy, but he was in Pittsburgh with him, and we knew what they was capable of doing. They was gonna send pressure, they gonna get stops, and we knew they was capable of like turning over the ball. So we try to make sure, we play complementary ball and play together. So and we did that.
Yo, Swiper. I say Swiper was good. I say first time. I say you've been on the show. I say I appreciate you pulling up.
What's up, Trent? What's up, everybody?
Nah, what's good. But, what was your biggest takeaway? It was obviously Steelers Vikings game. You got a question you want to ask Slake? I say go ahead.
Biggest takeaway?
Yeah.
Shout out Kenneth Gainwell, come out of nowhere.
Come on now.
That was probably my biggest takeaway. It's just out of nowhere. Kenneth has been behind. I think obviously in the Eagles situation. He's been pretty far on the depth chart for multiple reasons. He's a really talented dude, but for him to pop out and have that kind of a game, I thought was big and very unexpected. So obviously, shout out to Kenneth for being able to do that. The Steelers, they continue to just show every year that they have the right kind of culture, the right kind of guys, the right kind of buy-in. That every single year, even when they on paper don't seem like they're about to just pull off and be able to win the division. For them to be 3-1 right now that's a big deal, and especially given where the Ravens are, especially given where the Bengals are, especially given where Cleveland is. I mean, Steelers, like, it's not going to be an easy road, but for you to be 3-1 this early, I think it's big and really leading to the contention and stuff. And obviously, Aaron Rodgers is playing well. He's really continuing, Bama. We talked about in the offseason, he's continuing to play that he had at the end of the year, through this year so far. And obviously, he's making a big difference. And DK is making a very good impression there with the Steelers as well. He also had a good game. I mean, all the way around, man. Like, I think the Steelers are just, really good, really solid. Y'all know I think Carson Wentz, like, it'd be a good situation for him. I think being with KLC, just to have an opportunity, I think, to kind of rebuild his brand and, rebuild his game and everything a little bit. But yeah, it was a really good game. I was shocked. I did not think that game was going to go that way, Trent. We were on the show live, and I was for sure shocked the way it was going.
For real, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't
gonna lie. At the end, that shit kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
But that shit was scary. Boy, put yourself planning that shit. That shit was scary.
I believe it. Like, I just know, like, in game, already thinking about it, like, it's already moving a lot faster than how we're even feeling about it. So you over here watching it unfold live. I know that's just like, yo, come on.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
I was like,
everything, Cotton Mountain, everything.
I was hoping y'all ain't choked so I could push that Rodgers narrative, man. I was hoping.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie. When I forgot y'all teammate name when he caught that pick, but they didn't count it. I'm like, yeah, y'all lost.
James Pierre.
Those be plays to where, like, bro, like, you think the game over, and then your heart just dropped to your ass.
Yes, bro. Them jumps always try to bite you in the ass, boy. We was like, boy, look. We said it on the sideline though. That's what crazy. We said it on the sideline. We was on the sideline. Hey, don't let that play define this game. Let's go. We gotta be locked in. Don't let that, because it be like that every time. Every time some junk go down like that, big play happen. Boom. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
Slay, four games in, you've played 4 different quarterbacks. Which one have you been impressed by the most with Fields, Drake May, Darnold, and now this past week Wentz? Which one of those 4 were you impressed by the most?
I'm very, very, I think, honestly, I'm not going to be in cap. Like, I feel like Sam Darnold is playing like a top 7, 8 quarterback right now. Like, he really is playing solid. He's continuing to what he did off of, playing with the Vikings. And he going over here to the same type of offense, the same type of scheme, and still playing at an elite level, man. And I'm happy for him, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys, he's a first-round pick. Jets didn't want him. He was back up over there in Carolina, I think. Yeah, I think he's over there at Carolina, because you know what? He gave me 2 of them, so I do love him. So he gave me 2 of them.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he still in Carolina, he played well. And then like I said, he is like he was bouncing around the league. Now I feel like he found himself, his identity, and what he could do. I think that's why I say culture is very important, man. And you can see the difference in it because he's playing out of his mind. He got him a great deal. Great man. It's crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going all the way back, man. Even with my boy, can't even get my doggone jump right. But Geno Smith, he was a Jets quarterback. And the next thing he became a backup multiple years. The next thing he took over in Seattle. Now he's boom. Next thing he leading the lead in yards. Like, it's really the culture, man. I'm not here to talk about the Jets organization, but for some reason, they culture with quarterbacks, if they ain't already proven.
You don't even gotta lie about it, bro. Just say
they can't get it done.
Bro, that's good.
They just can't get it done.
There's a connection. There's a connection, Slay. We all know.
Real with you. Look, I'm gonna look at it like this. Aside from Geno, like a lot of those quarterbacks look like they any time for what I'm seeing with the Vikings right now. A lot of them are getting a resurgence, right? You know what I'm saying? It's looking like they're resetting their careers, and some of them came from a position of under certain coaches wearing green and can't get it done.
They're telling me Zach Wilson is next up.
Hey,
Mike,
maybe.
I'm telling you, he will be. Maybe.
But
I watched this throw that Darnold had against you guys, where he laid it in between 2 defenders to JSN. I think it was like on a post route to JSN. I think it was against you guys. That was one of the most impressive throws of the year. And I feel like the connection that Darnold and JSN already have, it's unbelievable how great of a connection they have so early. It already feels like one of the better connections in the league right now.
Yeah, they doing their thing right now. In the hot seat, their defense playing well, man, and he doing everything. He doing great ball, man. Managing the ball, throwing great balls, and leading them guys right now, man. So shout out to them boys, man. They doing their thing.
Speaking of the Seahawks, though, right? I do want to ask you this because that was a wild game in general, right?
Yeah.
What was it like especially for a young guy like Caleb, right, to have that happen to him? Like, how did the vets handle that situation? How did y'all just come together, camaraderie in that moment right there to see we gonna come back?
Oh man, that was it. It's terrifying that it happened to him. It's bad, but like me as a veteran, man, nobody on that team was not going to him to talk to him crazy or down his play, because one thing that play can do, define you who you are for the rest of your career. And we didn't want that to happen to him, man, definitely at a young age. So we kept him up, kept him going. And he just learned from his mistakes, man, because I done seen some plays that happened to some guys that they had bad and it get talked about a lot. And boy, and he ain't been nothing since that day, So, so it be like that, man.
I don't even get how, because realistically, you don't even notice it, right? From my point of view, I feel like he didn't think that the ball even hit him until it was already too late.
It don't even have to worry about hitting him. It's just that now that the rules are, it doesn't matter. It could be in the end zone. You gotta down it. It don't gotta touch you. Okay. Yeah. So even if it goes over your head and you just run it out the end zone and just stay in the end zone, it's like a punt now. It's kind of like a punt, kind of not. I don't know how to put words. But you got to down the ball, though. If you don't down it, it's day ball.
Yeah. Donnie, what was your biggest takeaways of this Steelers-Vikings game, bro?
I would say my biggest thing is I really thought the pass rush has played a lot better the last 2 games. I mean, a lot of the media was criticizing TJ because it was like, where's the production the first 2 games? And then the last 2 games, it's there. He's still the same dude. I don't know what y'all seeing, man. Nah, man, the pass rush over the last 2 games has been great. And something I wanted to ask Slay is, as a corner, at the end of the day, corners and edge rushers and defensive linemen in general, like they help each other a lot more than people realize. Like when you have a truly dominant pass rush up there with Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, all them boys, does that really help more than the media realizes for corners?
Man, it helps me tremendously. I've been a part of some great D line, man. And without them guys up there, man, my career wouldn't probably be what it is. I wouldn't say it's like crazy, but of course I did my thing covering guys. But with guys up front that could get after that quarterback, it makes my job a lot easier, man. So I always appreciate my D line. And I'm telling you, I played with some great D linemen, and TJ one of the best ones I done played with. And when I tell you he's a different maker, and I understand how folks was like, oh man, what a production here. Hey, my boy be getting blocked by like 3 people, man. for real. Like I got a good chance to play on the left side, because I started off at right because Joey let play left, and Joey been out for a couple of weeks, and I've been playing on the left side. I barely get routes because they be chipping him every play. Like they have 2 tight ends. They be having 2 tight ends in the field chipping him almost every play. It's crazy. And you know what I'm saying? And I understand why, because he's obviously one of the best pass rushers, one of the best edge rushers in the world. And man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I used to have some crazy interior guys, so it's different. But the edges like that, I ain't never seen that. It's like, it's like a 3-on-1 basketball game.
Durag, what was your biggest takeaway of the game, dog?
Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell had him a game, a little pop out game, so that was nice to see. Like Donnie said, TJ and the D line definitely looked as part of the last 2 games. And shout out Jordan Addison, first game back, gave you almost $120. Shout out Jordan Addison, came out and hoop. Really, my one question for Slay. I mean, y'all talked about the game and all that. You being a quote unquote, I guess you could say unk in the league right now.
Yeah, I am on. It's okay.
Little
it's okay. I'm on.
Who's the one guy, one of the young bucks you see right now who you think is next up that maybe the media is not looking at harping on right now? Who's that guy for you?
As a corner or just a player?
He'd be corner, any player. This is the one guy, you being the vet in the league, you are, the experience you have. Who's that one guy you think?
Man, shoot. You know who it is, man? I ain't gonna lie though, man. I'm gonna give him a lot of credit, man. Herb, man.
Justin Herbert?
No, not Justin Herbert. He got all the credit. He's that dude. I don't know why folks sleep on Justin Herbert sometimes.
I said he said Herb. I call it Justin Herbert.
No, I call him Herb, man. 5-1 on the for us. The Usher.
Highsmith.
Oh, Nate Herb.
Herb.
Nick Herbert.
Herb. Yeah, Nick.
Yeah,
no, man, my bad. Y'all be talking about their nicknames too much. Herb, man. Nick Herb, yeah. He's man, young, stunning pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? He give me that old school, like he give me like Sweaty vibes. You know how Josh Sweat was like, the sleeper of the rushers out of us when we had all this going on. We had guys that's going, but he's the sleeper over here. But he's real respected on that edge, man. He get after that quarterback, man. And I'm not gonna be surprised when his time come up that he's for sure gonna be very, very high paid man. Very high paid man.
This is 3rd year this year?
Yeah, 3rd year. Yeah, it's 3rd year. He's gonna be a very high paid man. I'm talking about. I hope the Steelers be able to keep that man in the building because he give us a good edge, man. Because it don't drop off from Hassan Smith to it. He come in, the waves still keep going, and that's how you win championships.
Slay, do you feel like that's kind of the new wave of NFL defenses because of where the personnel changes in offenses, and obviously there's a correlation now between motion offenses and offensive success rate because you got to get the defense obviously on the move. Do you think there's something to in this era you have to have not just like 2 really good pass rushers on the outside, but you got to have like multiple bodies because that way it's going to change like the overall freshness of obviously your lead guys, your starters, but just having like versatility. Do you think that's kind of like the anchor of a great defense now?
That's what it is right now. You got to roll them in like hockey players. You know what I'm saying? They got to have that rotation, man. Every great defense I've been a part of had that type of rotation, man. 2022, we had the rotation. 2020, what it was, 4 last year, we had that rotation. Even when I was in Detroit in 2014, we had that rotation. I had Ziggy Ansah, Ndamukong Suh, Jonathan Jones. But then when we had the bench, we had like guys come off the bench. We had Devin Taylor. We had we had a whole bunch of young guys coming off. That's just a part of it, because I feel bad for like offensive linemen because they play like corners a little bit. You don't get to sub in, sub out, so you have a 10-play drive. The O line tired. You come in with a guy was sitting out 6 plays and he just off all that adrenaline was sniffing that doggone powder salt and he
that's smelling salt, man.
you know what I'm saying? Hitting that salt, he hum off that edge humming. So yeah, you gotta have that rotation, man, and then because hey, they got to get after it though.
Facts. So before we get to these other games, let me read these super chats. Super chats rolling in. I say hold on again. Appreciate you, Vulture. You said Dakota top 5, MP9 is back in action and F the Jets. Hey, you funny. Now my dog Josh.
What was funny, Trent? What was funny? What was funny, Trent? That boy bought out. That boy bought out on Sunday night, Trent.
Hey, hold on. I can't laugh at the Jets. Hold on. We about to get to Dakota. Chill. We about to get to
All right.
Josh, appreciate you, my dog.
Jets,
Drake May, first 4 weeks. What's his name? CMP. I think it's completion percentage. I don't know.
Completion percentage.
Yeah, he number 1, total yards 6, total touchdown 6, EPA 3, passer rating 5.
Yeah,
hey,
we'll get to the Pats soon, man.
Yes, sir.
Drake's been so good this year.
And then shout out my dog Sprite. He said flag gonna play FC up. We up. He said question for Slate. How has the shift of going from different teams been for you, culture wise and team prep, looking back on your career?
Oh man, it been good. I honestly believe I trust my 3 teams I've been a part of, man. They all been great coaches, man. Definitely ones from Detroit to Philly to to Pittsburgh. So I ain't have a real I did. I ain't gonna sit and say I didn't. I had a real bad experience at the end of Detroit, but at the beginning it was amazing. But Philly was great, Pittsburgh great. So I've been blessed to be a great of some great organizations, man, that handle business from top down. As you see, Detroit done turned themselves around to be a really good culture. As you see, the Eagles are still, doing the Eagle stuff, and Pittsburgh, it's historical. So I've been blessed and thankful enough to be a part of some great coaches.
Word. Louis is next to a chat. He said, shout out, drink more water. Always my dog. He said, hello, Slay. You played with Stafford and Rodgers, and now Rodgers currently. How would you compare the two, and what do you see from Rodgers that the media gets wrong, if anything? W at the badges that's on Pitt.
What's so crazy? What people don't understand with Rodgers is everybody think Rodgers is an asshole. A lot of folks think that. I don't know why, but I always thought he was a good dude. But some folks think that Rodgers was an asshole. And man, now being a part of his team and understanding like all them no-look passes and crazy stuff, I'm like, man, he does that in practice all the time. Now I'm like, bro, he's just that good. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play this game. And of course, Stafford, my dude, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's not too many quarterbacks I'm not taking, over Stafford, just going to war with anything. Like, Staff is probably gonna be, even though I ain't win a championship with him, he'll probably go down as number 1 quarterback I'll go to war with. Like, because the toughness, the physicalness. I'm talking about, I seen him play with broke ribs. I done seen him take monster hits. I seen him in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? He was in Detroit, man. And seeing him, how he handled himself and never bashed nothing, never pointed nothing out, and continue to go out there each and every day playing at a high level. I ain't got nothing but respect for him. But he's for sure one of my quarterbacks I for sure love to always continue to go to war with, and I'm always root for him everywhere.
Word. Get to this one, and then we keep going with these games. My boy Eagle Nation, he said, "Come home, Slay, and win another ring. All love."
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I got nothing but love for Philly, man. So hope they do their thing. Only time I won't never root for Philly if they play Pittsburgh if I'm on the team.
I feel you. Deal. We're gonna get to your super chat after this though. But just like I'm gonna start off with you. Were you able to catch the Sunday night football game?
The Sunday night football game? Yeah.
Yeah, were you able to catch that? So obviously, elite game. Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, both went crazy. Game ended the tie. A lot of people didn't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about Dak a little bit because when I had you on the first time on the VIP room, we interviewed you. You named your top 5 quarterbacks, and like Dak was right outside of it. And, a lot of people with the media, a lot of people don't really rock with Dak. But after this performance, he's starting to get a little props. But I wanted to ask you, do you think just for people that talk about Dak Prescott, is it time to start putting respect on his name?
Yeah, it's been time. He's 10th year in the league, man. He's not the highest paid quarterback for just no reason. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody would have paid him his capable of money, and I won't say 60 million or whatever, but they would have paid him if he would have been a free agent, somebody would still made him the highest paid quarterback in the league because he has the ability to win games, man. He win games. Of course, it's a team effort. And I just hate the perspective of, all the time. I understand winning is important for sure, but you cannot just always put winning on the quarterback. It's like, hey, like I feel what I put like Joe Burrow last year. Like he would have won MVP if his team was a 12-4, but shit, his defense ranked 40th. I don't think, and we didn't have 40th play. We don't have 40 teams. You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that. So I don't always put it on the quarterback. We understand, I think they for sure should always kind of be judged off big time moments and big time play or big time drive, but it's all team effort because, like I said, from one play, a left tackle can miss a whole block, sack, strip sack or whatever, and then boom, they'll talk about the quarterback and say he ain't perform enough, he ain't do it, he ain't close it out in the clutch, but they ain't got nothing to do with him. It's his guy that got beat his 1-on-1, and boom, there it is. But so I don't put too much pressure on the quarterback when it comes to all that, but yeah, Dak a dude, man. Dak is a good dude, man. He's a top for sure 7-8 quarterback in the league easily.
So you don't think that wins as a quarterback stat?
I don't think it's really a true quarterback stat. I understand it comes down to winning, but I won't use it as a stat to compare who's better. You know what I'm saying? I'll put in a stack as in like, who's like, shoot, what? I don't really know, honestly, because it's still hard. Because it's like you find a way to still put it as in the winning category, but I won't necessarily always say it's about winning. Because it's just like, hey, if you're a basketball player, it's different because you play both sides. Like I said, in football, you only play one side. You only play quarterback. Like, he can't play everywhere. So, but he is the most important player on the team, But I done seen some guys that wasn't that good at quarterback and won because the team was great, So it's always happening. It's always part of that.
I feel like the point you made was valid because basketball, like one player, if it's they're 1/5 of their team, they have more control over a quarterback being like 1/22 of the team. Yet for quarterbacks, wins are a stat that they use to, judge them. But basketball players, nobody measures like a basketball player's wins individually. It's all team driven. But for whatever reason in football, it becomes individualized with quarterbacks.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's totally backwards. That's what I be saying too. We be arguing about that junk in the locker room all the time, man. He be with it. I said, bro, like, it's different if you take one person off the team on a football team than you take one person off a NBA team. Like, you take, LeBron James off Cleveland, you see what happened. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But if you take you could take, not to say, I'm just gonna throw a name out there, but you could take Myles Garrett off the team. Not saying they still won't be a great defense because they still got 10 other players that can contribute, but they can still possibly win a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? Just saying in general, like, we ain't have a Myles Garrett on our team.
Darius, do you think then, kind of on that same logic?
Slay.
No, yeah,
do you?
Sorry. Make me call him Slay.
My bad. Do you think that, like, for you, is there too much credit then given to quarterbacks? And I mean more so from a media, because obviously you deal with this on a day-to-day basis. Like, because I played like college football, like I'm all football, like just the way football thinks through. It takes 22 people to be successful in order to win a game. And
all three phases too.
And every possession that you play, like, you have to win that possession, and so there's so much that goes into a successful play. So for instance, if you're running a cover 4, well, I mean, you got to be able to trust that underneath you got somebody that got your back. That way you don't get beat for a 15-yard or whatever. And so I'm saying that, like, from a media standpoint, do you think that quarterbacks get too much of the credit for why a team wins in the same way they get the credit for why a team loses, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, I can say they give it depends. Sometimes, like I said, it depends on who the player is, what he's capable of doing. Like, it's just hard to give a great example. Like I just said, like, no offense. This the only example I can give to make it make sense to me, right? Not to throw no shots. I'm not throwing shots at nobody, so nobody sit here and say I'm throwing shots. But this is the best way to put it. Jared Goff get traded to Detroit for Stafford. Is Stafford do what? Goes win. It's different, like I'm saying. And then it just the ball went crazy. But now it's Detroit becoming who they are. They becoming a great team too. But so it's like when you do stuff like that, it'd be like it takes the quarterback to be this good. Because
that's definitely like
to the Super Bowl and then win it. But then you get Stafford, you go to the Super Bowl, you win it. So it's like it could be so conflicted. So that's why I said you got to take winning out of it a little bit, because it's just like sometimes it's just be the player.
I agree with you. I agree with you for like dang near everything you said on that. I do want to offer perspective though, because there is like the reason why I do like hear the other side, even though I don't agree with it, right? Is stuff like that example, right? Matthew Stafford it was basically a reset for both. Matthew Stafford's already a great quarterback. You know that. You play with him. Right? Yeah. He's that guy. So he gets sent to the Rams, and you see what they go do. They add one more piece, and then you see what happens, right?
Yeah.
That's all that happens. Jared Goff, and on the other hand, standpoint, I'm just gonna be real. They sent him there, and they basically were saying, "Yeah, your career's about to end." You know, that's how I look at it. That's from my perspective, right? I looked at him. I'm like, they're trying to. You sent him to a team, and one of the franchises that I look at is one of the worst franchises in the modern day, right? And what they did is turned it around, right? And I know you were a part of that organization, understand, but like there's still the fruits of everything that we've seen from years past and leading up to now. And one of the biggest things that people talk about for Detroit is just their culture change, everything is how it's shifted. And you see one of the biggest crazy stories ever, right? Jared Goff, he can't do well under pressure. He can't do this, that, and the third. Yeah. And you see how he looks now. Obviously, there's context to every situation, but I mean, that was just the bottom line. That was these quarterbacks is about to end or whatever. The way I look at it, though, is like I like to also point out the fact that there's guys like, the Josh Allens, Lamars, and stuff like that. It's like if you take them off their team, or even the Joe Burrows, right? You see it. Like, I'm just going to be real. You see what's going on right now.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's certain people. I understand.
For certain things, it's like they're the only thing holding them together. You straight. They're the only people that's holding them together, right? And so it's those kind of quarterbacks where people don't like to add on the fact that those are just like high-level superhuman-like quarterbacks in my eyes, right? That they don't want to give them the credit of just saying that they're just that good that they're able to impact their team that much versus just saying that it's still not their stat. But to their point of view is, well, you got Josh Allen. If you take him off that team is literally one of the worst teams in the league. That's how they look at it, right? Just, I mean, that's a fair point because I'm not gonna lie. If I were to look at the Bills, Josh Allen list of Bills, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying they want the AFC East. I mean, I'm looking at the NFC North right now. You go against the Bengals, you finna go against them soon. I'm just gonna keep it stacked.
I understand where you're coming from, but that's what I be saying. What it comes with, that comes with the top of the organization. They built their team to be off the quarterback.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Not to say, but you go look at another organization. That one I just got through playing for, the Philadelphia Eagles. They didn't build their team off the quarterback. They built the team for just to be a great team. We're not fitting the quarterback. We fitting the team. This is what the team needs. The team need this. The team need that. The team need this type of quarterback. The team need this type of receiver. Like, I feel like a lot of teams when people be like, oh, without this player, it's not going to be that kind of team because they didn't build that team like that. You know what I'm saying? They built the team to be like, hey, this is quarterback driven. They taking over. Without him, we nothing. They basically putting all their marbles into the quarterback.
And I'm with you on that. I feel like people don't like. I mean, I'm not lying. That's something that we discuss on this pod all the time, bro. Like, people don't look at it in that standpoint of like, at the end of the day, they're building their team and they are living and dying by who the quarterback is, right?
Yeah.
And while other teams you could call it balanced, you could say that they just overloaded and everywhere else. If their quarterback were to go down or something like that, they can still stay afloat. They probably won't be as good as they were if they had the engine of their off, like one of the main engines of the offense. But yeah, I see what you're saying for sure. That's why, like I said, I agree with you. Like, that should not ever be contingent because they're that much of a game changer. There's a lot of reason to that, and they just don't want to add that context. I mean, the game plan literally shifts for guys like guys like Josh Allen, like Lamar. We see it all the time, right? Why do you think they get backups? For like even on the Commanders who just lost some wonderful team on Sunday, right? They got a guy in Marcus Mariota that can run a similar offense. You got to just get guys that can at least keep your team afloat if your star goes down. So I'm with you 100%, man.
Just like I feel about how I know even though he panned out to be one of the best quarterbacks ever, That's why I feel about how Kansas City is. You know, Kansas City had Alex Smith. They was going to the playoff consistent. The next thing you know, we had a second year quarterback come in. Now he's the MVP of the league, and now he's, arguably gonna be the greatest quarterback ever. That's just because that team and that organization built that team and not built off the quarterback.
Yeah, they already had a good situation for him. How do you personally evaluate quarterbacks? Like, is there any metric? Is it just based on film? And if you do use any metrics, advanced analytics have been a big part of football as of recently, like EPA per play, success rate, all these other stuff. How much do you buy into those advanced analytics versus the regular stats that were used for a long time?
I really kind of judge mostly, not I ain't gonna say crazy, off the eye test. You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of throws he capable of making, the strength and the strength of the throw, the distance of the throw, the accuracy of the throw, the ability to control the O-line, the O-line of scrimmage, just talk in and out, hey, da 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 da. Like I said, I don't win against a lot of elite quarterbacks. I could tell you, I could get Stafford right here. Stafford can take a whole 2-minute drive without saying nothing to the coach. Hey, no, I got this. Go about your day. Hey, line that up, boom. Line that up. Some guys be like 2 minutes, they go to the sideline, boom, now we going. I'd have been with quarterbacks that did that. And like I said, I've been with quarterbacks that, hey, don't talk to me. I got this. So, it's just about the comfort of what what type of player you are. And I judge them mostly, like I said, eye test. Like you just saw, I just watched Justin Herbert. He was that play he had at home. He threw the Keenan Alley into the tub. Like he getting spent around and the dude holding on him, and he still got the power enough to throw an accurate dot to the back to Keenan on a scramble play. Like that's uncoachable. And that's like you tackle a lot of quarterbacks right now, and they try to throw that mother go look like a duck.
Yeah.
Not Justin Herbert. He throwing that thing like he's still fresh and free in the pocket, like nobody even on his back. So that's what you kind of judge it off of eye test, and you know what I'm saying, and that's what I do, man. I'm an eye tester. Like I'm a tech. I play corner, so everything is eye test at the corner.
I like that. So basically, Slay skill set FC, which that's what we preach over here. We love that over here. But Kobe, let's say you might as well go ahead, bro, because you already know.
You ready for me to start a pot now, or you want me to?
If you want to, because I know you're gonna talk about your boy
I'm
Dak.
just saying, Trent. It sounds like we beating around the bush. Everybody know where we going. Hell, Slay probably know where we going. I mean, shit, we got to do it. We got to do it. Who said it? Lambo. Here it is. I don't give a damn, Lambo. You don't have to forgive it. We doing it now. Slay. We beating around the bush, man. You didn't talked about how you grade your quarterbacks, how you rate them or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and you talked about that team that you just played for, and you said they built the team around the team and not necessarily the quarterback. So we got a lot of fans after y'all went out and won the Super Bowl. And listen, people got to do what they got to do. They got to say what they got to say. But we got a lot of Eagles fans right now that feel like, that guy over there, that quarterback over there is top 2. Now, I don't agree with that. I still have him in my top 10, but I believe top 2 is crazy because if we got a player that was on the inside saying that they built the team around the team and not necessarily quarterback the same way that they have some of those other guys, you know what I'm saying? How do you evaluate that? And you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously his game doesn't look as appealing as some of the other people. And you said that wins isn't necessarily a quarterback stat, even though you do add it in there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know, you know what I'm saying, now that you're not there no more, how do you rank that, you know what I'm saying? Because that guy, they saying he top 2. So I need to know after you win the Super Bowl, where do you go from there? How do you rank him? Where is he?
I got Hurts mostly always on my category. Like I said, if you say, hey, if you want a winning quarterback for your franchise or whatever, who would this quarterback be in your top 5? Bam, bam, bam. I'm like, yeah, I'll put Hurts in my top 5. We go talking about winning because he finds ways to win, and that's either with his legs or his ability, because I feel like he's still one of the best deep ball throwers in this game, because I think he throw a great deep ball. But then you go say, hey, who's your top 5 eye tester quarterbacks? Okay, then it's different. Now I'm talking about a preference of like who I think is more skilled at the position, steady more about winning. So that's the difference I be telling folks when they always ask me, like, they be like, hey, Slade, is Hurts a top 5 quarterback? I say, in what way you want to put it? If you're talking about winning, You got to put him in there. He's winning. He's what 21-1 in the last some games like that or whatever. And you know, it could be pretty, it could be ugly, but he finds ways to win the game. Now you sit and say, hey, Slay, top 5 eye tester. Okay, he might not be in my top 5 eye testers. You know, I got some guys that got some great, got guys like Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, you know, Justin Herbert. You got guys that got great eye testing quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Eye testing don't always win you games. I'm not saying that, but we're just saying off the pure talent. Because I look at it as a corner. You could probably go look at some corners and be like, you got to eye test them. You're not going to go off them by who's winning. And when they play against each other on the corner, you're going to go by eye testing. You'd be like, okay, I feel like you go look at Pat Surtain. Your eye test go say, oh, he's the best one. But you go look at another corner that probably done beat their team 6 times. You're going to be like, he beat them, though. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to say he beat them because it's like more of an eye test. So I use the eye test for everything because I play that position that need to be eye tested. And like I said, if you say winning, Hurts top 5. People can have him at 2 because he done beat every good quarterback that's, you know, considered good. So you can have him at 2 if people have him at 2. He for sure in my top 5 when it comes to winning. But if you say eye testing, okay, nah, he not gonna be in my top 5. He might be like 8. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. I like that. But swipe. You know, because you know, obviously we're gonna talk tomorrow on player's choice, obviously. But you know, just a early preview, like I said, we talking about the what's the name of the game. It was a phenomenal game. But do you think it's time that we like as a whole need to start like chilling on the Dak Prescott hate?
They gotta stop. But he played for one of the organizations that consider themselves the face of the NFL. So like if Dak would have went somewhere else and Dak was winning games, I think that it would be his conversation would be so much different. They'd be saying he probably like if he was 11-4 or 11-5 with some other organization, they would be like he's a top 5 quarterback in this league. But the fact that he's 11-5 and
getting taxed for wearing that star on his helmet.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. So basically,
come on, Slay cooking, man. I tell you,
he taxed for sure. He taxed for wearing that star for sure. That's just what it is. It's all the media driven. It got all the thing. Your owner be on TV talking, and it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? So you got that star on your helmet. You got a bullseye now. You got a bullseye. So definitely, if you the quarterback,
I mean, I've seen the star on the helmet work the other way, where Emmitt Smith is called the best running back of all time. So,
who?
I mean, Emmitt Smith, who
the what?
People call him the best running back of all time.
He's the best running back of all time.
People call him the best running back of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Could he play for the Stars and got all the yards, and he's nowhere near the conversation. We had a whole argument about this summer. So, I do think it's time to stop hating on Dak, but I think in general we tend to hate on quarterbacks for situations they can't control.
Yeah,
I think the idea that like you get to the playoffs and your entire career comes down to did you or did you not win a playoff game is crazy. As everybody knows, I think Lamar Jackson has performed at the highest level at the quarterback position in the last 2 years. Slay, I would love to hear your opinion. So you said easily. So I want y'all to hear that, brother. By the way, first team All Pro, not too long ago. All right, Pro Bowler.
He's not Super better Bowl than Patrick Mahomes.
Put all this together. But hold on, Slay, let me set it up for you so you can run. Let me set it up for you can run. Because Joel, I love how they're right next to each other. Slay, I believe that Mahomes is the best I've ever seen from a pure talent standpoint and even winning MVP, Super Bowls, all that. I'm good. Joel, I'm with you. Slay, I was at Baylor. I saw him at Texas Tech before he went to the NFL. I saw what he did. So I know, Joel, who he is before you join the bandwagon after 50 touchdowns, Joel. So I'm already there. But what I'm saying is that in this instance, I think Lamar Jackson, if you put me the last 2 years, has been the best football player in the NFL. He's the best playmaker in the NFL. He's grown to be one of the 5 best passers in the NFL while also being the most efficient rusher in the NFL. My biggest thing with the way people talk about quarterbacks is that Josh Allen included, by the way, he's an elite, truly great quarterback. Mm-hmm. If you don't win and you don't win Super Bowls and the context of your team is and you don't have an elite 1 through 11 on offense, 1 through 11 on defense, and your coach drops the ball when the game gets tight or your kicker misses kicks, you get blamed for why your team doesn't win. And I'm saying I think that part isn't right. I think Lamar and Josh have put themselves in conversation where you can call either one of them the best in the world. Slay, my biggest criticism is Patrick Mahomes has been mid for the last year and a half in terms of regular season play. But still, there are people that are telling you that he's the best, without a shadow of a doubt, best quarterback in the sport, regardless of what Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are doing. And Slay, what I'm saying, that's not fair. Because if this was any other position in football, if I was better than you for 30 games, then we're going to have a different conversation. So I don't know how you feel about that, but that's been rummaging in my brain for the last few months.
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
This is buffoonery.
I'm far from biased. I'm a more honest dude, man. But look, Lamar, the last 2 years, the one he won MVP, he should have won it this year, past year. He probably was the best thing ever on the planet right there. Just throwing it out there. Because it's so much better for him because everybody was asking him to improve on certain stuff. They said, hey, he's not a great passer. The next thing you know, he throws for the most. Then he throws for 40-something touchdowns. Then da-da-da-da-da. And then it's like he improved every year. Like every time somebody said something that he couldn't do, he did it, and then he maximized it. Like he ain't just like, oh, I did a little bit better. He went up and beyond. Like everybody like, hey, Lamar here throwing ducks. Next thing you know, he throwing dots.
Slay, you think Lamar's better than Patrick Mahomes?
Like the last 2 years he have been.
No, just all around.
Nah. Joe's trying to he's trying to put you in a box. He's trying to put you in a box.
Who do you think is the best quarterback in the league? Like, who gives you the best chance to win? Who do you trust to perform at the highest level when it matters the most?
Oh, I mean, of course, Patty.
Qualifier.
It's not a qualifier.
Patty is arguably the second greatest quarterback ever.
This was supposed to be a Dak Prescott respect session, but Swiper turned it into Lamar Jackson after he just got spanked on Sunday and played terrible, by the way, because this is what I can't stand. If you want to draw the line at 2 years, albeit do it. What if you draw the line for 7 years? We use a 7-year sample size. It's not even close. It's been Patrick Mahomes. 2022, he had the best individual quarterback season, regular season, and playoffs.
See how far back we going, Slay?
It's only 3 years. That's not far back at all. 2023, he won a Super Bowl. His worst season was making the Super Bowl and losing. And he is the driving force behind their winning. Like I understand.
Wait, Mahomes played his worst game of his career in the Super Bowl last year, did he not?
Yes, he did. And Lamar Jackson's played the worst game of his career.
No, Trent. Did you just see that? He said, "Who do you trust to get it done when it matters the most?" Mahomes threw the game away versus that guy right there.
And he's also has 3 Super Bowls, so he has a sample size of.
That's some years ago. How many years ago was that? How many years ago?
2023, he won.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. Donnie, is it 2 years ago? No. So wait, it's like 365 plus 365. So let's say 300.
Why are we acting like this
600? That's 120.
Just
that's 10.
Ago.
So if I do 600 plus 120, that's almost 700. That's almost 750.
The same 2 years using for Lamar. The same 2 years.
Yeah, once you using that same for Lamar.
This is the same point that JJ made. There are some, and you said this too, Slay. There are some teams that build around their quarterback. Kansas City right now, as of recently, they were able to trade Tyreek Hill because they said Patrick Mahomes is that dude.
And now they're blaming the reason why not having receivers why he's been struggling.
Okay, but now he just got to
receivers also
4 touchdowns. I mean, we just saw what Worthy looked like.
Yeah, and I'm saying Mahomes has still performed at a top 10 level each of the 2 seasons, and statistics can lie to you because the eye test, he's still amongst the elites. It's just that the stats fool you because he doesn't have a run game and he's had subpar weapons, but ultimately the Ravens are also a team that is dependent on Lamar Jackson, and their record is 7-11 when he turns the ball over multiple times. What did he do against Kansas City in the 2023 AFC Championship game? He turned the ball over multiple times. What happened against Buffalo this past playoffs? He turned the ball over multiple times.
Wouldn't you say
Lamar Jackson has more turnovers in the playoffs than touchdowns. So why are we comparing him to Patrick Mahomes?
Slay, let me give you the reasons why he just said that Mahomes is the best. I put a whiteboard together, Trey. Here's a whiteboard.
Hold on.
This is why Joel says Mahomes is the best. Grit. Okay, he got more grit when it matters the most. He got more heart. You hear that? Heart. He got more heart when it matters the most. His hair, got a new haircut. He added that as a qualifier. Said his sunglasses is cool. Even I got the Mahomes sunglasses, Slay. When I run, I wear those too. And then play from years ago. He said, what did he do 2 years ago as a reason why he's better than Lamar today.
But you said Lamar last
What
2
did he
weeks,
do
though.
Sunday? He was better than Lamar just 2 days ago.
He had no offensive line in the middle. They were hurt.
Lamar Jackson was
He
terrible.
got the worst
in that
defense
game.
in the sport.
And he's easily between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Lamar's easily the worst against the blitz.
Actually, Dakota has the worst defense in the sport.
Yeah, I was gonna say them boys.
No. The Ravens going into the game were giving up 32 points a game. Slay.
You talking about 2 years ago? What happened 2 days ago?
I will say,
what happened 2
they
days ago?
played some of the best offenses in the league.
I will say,
they played
Swiper,
Buffalo, they played Detroit, and they played Kansas.
Yeah, they played some of the
We
best
just gave up
offenses,
40
though.
to Chicago.
Swiper, I just want you to understand that the Cowboys offense is averaging 400 yards per game. They're
And giving up 420. What the fuck are we talking about?
That's pretty bad.
Dakota has the worst defense in the league.
He got the worst defense. He got the worst defense in the league.
What I can say,
Jerry Jones, man.
that probably can snap at a lot of stuff right now. I can tell you this: if Mahomes go up for a trade, 31 other teams gonna trade whatever they want.
31.
31. They go by, yes. 31.
That means every team. No, Swiper. That means every single team.
Every quarterback in this league.
I can tell you right now, I don't believe Baltimore and Buffalo feel that
Yeah,
way.
I agree. I agree with Swipe.
I definitely don't think Buffalo feel that way.
I don't think
I'm telling you,
I don't think Buffalo.
if Patty
Baltimore
say
is
I want to trade right now, 31 other teams finna send whatever you want. What you need? I got it. What you need?
They'll answer the phone. They'll answer the phone.
They might give him ownership.
You know what?
They'll answer the phone. That's what you're talking about. They'll see what you're
Actually,
talking
Trent,
about.
they're right. You know what they do? Buffalo be like, cool. All right, give me Mahomes, give me Kelsey, give me Rasheed. Then I might think about it. That's what they're gonna say. Big Josh Allen.
Man,
I thought I was bad.
Buddy, I'm telling you right now, if Mahomes go for trade, everybody offering whatever. The only finest one is
you're projecting Allen and Lamar.
Possible is Josh Allen.
I think
That's
Buffalo
the
would
only
rock.
finest
I think Buffalo and Baltimore are rocking with what they got.
I will say those Swiper, like I feel
only but Josh Allen, maybe Josh Allen, but everybody else.
I like it what me and Ben were trying to tell you on PC. I think you just be a little bit disingenuous when it comes to Mahomes.
A little too far.
Because I said that he's not been the best quarterback in the league the last 2 regular seasons.
But you be dragging it though, like any.
Joel brought up heart and grit in the clutch.
I brought up production. Tell me where Lamar Jackson has outproduced Mahomes in a playoff setting.
In a playoff setting, so we got to move it. But Slay, you see what I said about like the context of the team?
Yeah,
Spags makes the difference. Every time they play, I think at that point we need to actually acknowledge the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs makes the difference between Lamar Jackson's performance and Mahomes versus the Ravens.
Didn't Mike McDonald have historic defense in 2023 with the Ravens, and they held the Chiefs to 17 points, and Lamar couldn't score more than 10?
Triple crown.
Yeah, and then Zay Flowers also had a fumble. Yep.
And then Lamar threw a pick.
A bad ball. He did. He threw a bad ball. He did.
All right. He also did he have a fumble in that game too, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah,
in 2023.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm look. If anybody in this league, for sure, besides the guys I went to war with, besides my quarterbacks I went to war with, if we just exclude them, yeah, I'm taking my home of everything.
All right. JJ, what was you about to say before?
I don't care what year it is. It could be his worst, his absolute best. It could be mid. It could be whatever you want. You could give me the sorry Mahomes. You think he's sorry? You could give me the best Mahomes. I want Mahomes.
No, I'm with you for sure. That's
right now. Besides Aaron Rodgers back in his time, that's it. Give me 2020 A-Rod. I'm taking A-Rod over a lot of folks. So.
Hey, Trent, I gotta go real soon. Let me get my last one off right quick.
Go ahead.
Slay.
Yeah.
So we was talking about Patrick Mahomes, right? But there was a guy last night that got hurt, and he clapped. And it almost seemed like he might have been happy to not be in a situation no more that he was in. Talking about Tyreek Hill. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but is Tyreek Hill happy? Do you think? And I don't know if you've talked to him or not, but do you think Tyreek Hill is happy to potentially not be in that Miami situation no more?
I wouldn't say that. I'm more thinking because just me knowing him a little bit, I think he really laughed it off because he really hurt. Because I honestly believe that he really loved enjoying playing the game. I think he's more mad about not being able to perform because he really is a true competitor. So I think he kind of like did that to laugh it off, to not cry in front of the fans and stuff like that. That's how I feel about it because he real passionate about football. I don't think it about nothing to do with his situation because if he want to get up out of there, he got one of the best agents to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of a thing of him like, let me laugh this off, man, because I'm really, really hurt. Because damn, I just broke my leg. I'm in my 11th year, and like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like he feel. I won't say he's happy about this situation, because yeah, he could easily get up out of there, man. He got one of the greatest agents in the world, man. Drew would get him out of there ASAP if he wanted to get out there.
Do you feel like Tyreek Hill's a Hall of Famer?
I mean, yes, of course. It depends on what ballot. Now, I can say I think he got what 5 All Pros, maybe one of them that's a special team. So basically 4 All Pros for just a receiver.
Mhm.
I mean, I think he got to be second ballot, honestly. If just because off of what I'm going off of, not because he can't be, just what I'm going off of, and that's just because if Andre Johnson is a second ballot, a lot of guys in this era should be a second ballot, because Andre really was like a top 5 receiver for all his career until he got to year 13, 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? So if Andre Johnson is a second ballot, a lot of guys are
I
second
mean,
ballot.
not even Luke Kuechly made first ballot.
You know what I'm saying? Luke Kuechly, like he got
I mean, I didn't play in the NFL. I mean, Slay, you were around his time. Like, was that not like
that's
one of the best like players on the field? Period.
He wanted he was the best. Him and Bobby Wagner was the best linebackers that whole decade. Like, it was nobody close to it. So the fact that he didn't go first, I told myself, Slate, boy, you got a shot. Boy, you might be the you might be the 6th ballot, 7th ballot, boy. And I had a great ass career. Like, and for them to sit here and say the guys that got that shit 7 times in a row and 8 Pro Bowls in a row, like, and you don't go first, yeah, I ain't got a chance. I might be like 5th or 6th. Maybe when I'm like 60, 50, they be like, hey.
I feel like it's hard for corners to get in though, because corners you gotta
Picks ain't coming no more. They not coming like it's used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. I'm trying to get in the 30 club. I'm been stuck at 28.
You gonna get 2 more.
You get 2 this season. You get 2.
You gonna get 2 more this season, man. You gonna get 2 more.
And I'm like, then I go look at Asante Samuel that's got 53 that can't even touch it. So I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like peak and accolades is what gets you in the Hall of Fame? Because someone like Mike Evans, do you feel like he's a Hall of Famer because of the 1K record he's had every year?
Yeah, easily. He's a Hall of Famer, but the thing gonna hit him is his numbers are nice as hell, but it's like, what all the splash number? He have a 1,800 yard year or 1,900 yard. He been a great ass player, and he give me like Carter vibes. A guy that was very consistent. I just think Mike is a more athletic than him, way more athletic, but he give me Carter vibes, like a guy that's gonna be very, very consistent, extremely good hands, run after catch. Like, he go, but first ballot, if he breaks the record, Jerry record, he gotta go. Because they consider him the GOAT. If he breaking the GOAT record, he gotta go first ballot.
Do you think AB gonna get in right away?
Honestly, I think AB I think AB probably the 4th greatest receiver ever.
Right, but they did.
Politics.
They did with Terrell Owens though. Terrell had all the numbers, and then they, did him dirty. Like,
I know they did him dirty too, but I honestly think AB probably the fourth greatest receiver ever. 4th.
So wait real quick, Slay. So I got a question for you. It's a perfect question. Because JJ, he ATL to the tune, one to the tune. He ATL to you played AB.
If you saying Julio is number 3.
He number 3 for you? Okay.
Yeah. I told you.
Julio is a different type of monster, Gutty. Like,
just for context, too, Trent,
you know what I'm saying? It's
Trent,
just
for context, Slade played versus Johnson,
Yeah.
Julio, AB.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mike Evans. Then you got Odell.
Brandon
Marshall, but then Demaryius Thomas, all of them. Matter of fact, I didn't want to bring up Demaryius because Slade a halftime Detroit, Denver 2015.
Man, he did me dirty.
Yeah, I remember. It was one of these.
I should have had 2 picks that game, and both of them boys mocked me. Him and Emmanuel.
It was a 4th and 3 too. I remember that vividly. Yeah, I remember vividly.
Hurt.
Yeah. You thought he was going short on it. Yeah, then I remember.
Yeah,
but you played against like all-time great receiving talent. So for you to be as good as you've been in the era you're in too, Trent, like, to me, that also speaks to, like, when you play corner, like, who did you go up against and how did you perform? Somebody said Devontae Adams. I didn't even say Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
You legit had 6 of the maybe 12, 13, 15 best receivers of all time that you played in your career.
Easily, man. I'll be always thankful too, bro. I'll be like, dang, bro. I went against Calvin, and that's in practice. So I honestly think Calvin is the GOAT. That's who I think the GOAT is at receiver. Then I said it, like I said, he prepared me for a lot of folks. And of course, he got Julio, and I went against AB, then shoot, I went against AJ Green. Shoot,
we didn't even say old boy with the Bengals, Trent.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them guys. So I went against a lot of top dudes, man, and at a real high level. So shoot, man, I done seen it all. And AB should be he would be easy to be a first ballot. But
real quick. Let's say before you ask that, because I'm glad we brought up the receiver part, because Dill, my dog Dill, he asked a great question on the super chat. Well, all the receivers that we named, he said, Slade, who was your favorite matchup in your career?
My favorite matchup, really honestly, my favorite one was against AB. Because it got a lot of story, it got a lot of historical stuff behind it. So when I had got to when I was in Detroit, I just signed my extension 2015 or so, like 15 or 16. We went to joint practice with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So me and AB, he working out, doing his little dude. While we getting ready to warm up and stuff, he walks over to our field and say, "Hey man, who that dude y'all just paid all that money to that play corner?" I'm like, damn, it's 5 minutes in practice. Like, you already calling me out. So, what I'm saying? Of course, that was me. I'm like, damn, I just got paid. Like, oh, he ain't doing this shit now. So we went to one-on-ones. Man, no lie. We went 10 times in a row. Like, I won the first rep. So I'm feeling good. He said, Slay, line that shit back up. Yeah. So he went the second rep. So I'm like, all right, cool. We finna go to the sideline. No, Slay, I don't do ties. Line it back up. I'm like, damn. So we go again. I win. Boom. Boom. Then he win. Then he win again. I said, fuck nah. I ain't think you finna beat me. So I win. We went 10 times in a row. Like, all go. And what's bad is they was all go balls. That's what make me mad. Because he ain't run no stop, no slant, no other route. All go balls. So I'm up here, I'm like, okay, he not gonna run a go ball again. He do it again. Boom. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So then we played him that following year. Because that's how the preseason works. Basically, whoever you play in the preseason, you play the next year on the schedule from the other division. So we played them that following year in Detroit. I already knew what time it was. I locked his ass up. I had to get on his ass.
Well, that's
because I already knew what time it was. Locked him up. Go look up the stats. He had he had a good coverage on some good plays because he caught some balls on in the slot. But we was outside. We had like 9 targets, 1 catch for like 8 yards. Going crazy. Yeah, about 3 PBUs. I was not playing, locking his ass up. Because all he wanted to do is run go balls on me. So I ain't.
But Slay, do you like playing versus smaller receivers like AB in them, or like bigger targets?
Well, I don't care who the receiver are. If you're not quicker than me, I already feel like I got the advantage, and that's what that's the advantage for me was. That's what I'm saying. That's why I still be able to play at this league at this level, because a lot of receivers maybe can be run faster than me or whatever. But if you can't beat me from here to here out your break, you're not. That's why everybody be saying, Slade, boy, you one of the best pedaling DBs here in the NFL, because I can pedal and I can beat you out of your break before you do. So if you can't beat me out of the break, it's kind of over with for you. Yeah, it's over with. It's over with because nobody can beat me in the burst. Like I probably got the quickest 3 steps you could read. Bah, 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 bah. I'm out of there. So.
No, I was gonna ask though. You
go ahead. That up? You can agree with my comment because drinking water was like Jordy Nelson used to cook Slade ... It's like, is that true?
Jordy, but see the thing with Jordy is he had that goat over there, man. That goat used to put that ball that I can never touch it, bro. I was gonna be bad. Jordy scored on me, and I went against Jordy about 12 times. He probably scored on me maybe twice, but man, like he threw a good ass go ball with me one time. Man, at they place, I was like right there, bro. And that's the only quarterback cannot pick because he throws so many good balls that it's just like either he catch it or it's out of bounds. And that shit used to piss me off so bad. And he used to do them quick ass 10-yard fades that'd be fast as hell before you even get to turn around and jump like that. See, he don't know one quarterback can do that. Nobody else can't throw them quick ass 10-yard shit. That shit piss me off. I can't stand Jordan. I love Jordan, but I can't stand Jordan because he used to be so good with it. It's like I was so much athletic than him, faster than him. But A-Rod just made him just look like a star. Even though he was great, though. But A-Rod used to put that junk on him so good, it used to blow me.
Yeah.
JJ, you go ahead.
What I was going to say is because, you hit a topic that I've been getting on my dog, Trent. everyone else that's them AB guys. AB great receiver. Don't think I'm just saying that, but it's obviously gonna be a conversation. They've been duking it out for the whole decade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gonna have to get to the facts though, because you gotta let them know that Julio really was that guy. That all that stuff that he was doing, man, from a dude that you travel. You don't just sit there and just stay with one. You was following him all game just like you followed AB, bro. You gotta let them know about that.
I'm gonna tell you this how I was with AB. I mean with Julio. See, I don't do no talking. I try to be chill and quiet and don't bother nobody because I don't want to ram nobody up, right? When I got to play Julio, I had to have a game plan in my head. Be like, hey, Slay, be cordial with him. Don't make him mad. So like, I was doing stuff like this. Like he'll run. He runs so hard and aggressive. Like his shoes came loose. I said, hey Julio, hey, make sure you tie your shoe, bro. You I want you tripping and falling. So I was like, make sure. I'm over here playing the game. Is like they make him feel comfortable. Like I don't need him to get mad. I don't need him to be running at me angry. I don't want him to get involved too crazy in the run game and try to block me hard. Like I'm trying to be nice as possible to him, so that the fact that he don't get mad and just say, "Hey, throw me this ball 40 times. I don't give a damn." Like so, and that's what I did, and it paid out for me. Like I ain't talk no trash. When I knocked the ball down, I'm just like, "Hey, let me get back to the huddle." Because he one of the ones that can really, man, like he could go crazy. Like he's a threat in the red zone everywhere. You know what I'm saying? A lot like AB. I ain't gonna say he was not a threat in the red zone, but he, his field shrinks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he's faster. He can run past guys. He has space. But once that field gets smaller, all you can do is run sideways. And what the Steelers did, they weren't built like that. They're more of a vertical team. They only had guys that ran vertical. They was not a guys that actually like ran like post corners, stops, slant goes. They're more guys that get outside the numbers, run go ball. Because a lot of DBs can't play go ball. They either go get a PI, a catch, or it go be an out of bounds throw. So that's how they always did it. So that's how you got to look at it now. I think if AB was in a different system that made him run more route trees, he probably been a different player. But in Pittsburgh, all he did was run go balls, slants, and shit. It was just that's it.
Slay, you know how long I've been saying that though? I've been saying that since I was about like 14. I'm talking about folks were telling me AB better than Julio. I said, bro, this man AB only run go balls, slants, short routes. I'm like, you see Julio running the whole route tree, bro.
Yeah, Julio run the whole route tree. But I just said that's why I said Pittsburgh was built just like that. As you look, you go look at their receivers. You had Mike Wallace. What Mike Wallace did ran go balls. You know what I'm saying? You got even when they drafted the Washington kid from Oklahoma State, I think it's Oklahoma State or something, number 13. He ran up a go balls. Then you go get the one from Penn State that was Claypool, go balls. Bryant, Matavius Bryant, go balls. Like everybody, the only person that probably ain't run a go ball that was a star receiver over there was Hines Ward.
I say even when they had Darius Hayward-Bay,
go ball. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing else.
I do want to tie this in though, right? Because I want to ask you this question, man. You play Julio, so you Atlanta native, bro. You already know you know where you from. You already know what I'm talking about.
I'm a Georgia boy for sure.
You play Julio, you play at all these star receivers, man. But you've been able to go see them guys phase out and see the new guys phase in, right? And so I gotta ask this question since you get to play your team whenever, especially last year with Philly in week 2 of the NFL season. How did that game feel for you, man? When you played Drake London, man, and he was just doing what he had to do last season, man. How did you like that game, man? Just take me through that.
Man, Drake London, he was smooth, man. He gonna be nice. I think he gonna be very nice, man. He evolving too, man. He hit me with a crazy route to end the game. I was so blown. I was locking up that whole game, and then we had a bad one drive to end the game. He hit me with that doggone. I thought he was going to end. He hit me with that out. I said, God.
Yeah, with that twist route. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's crazy about Drake London, man, is the fact that he really like 6'4", 6'5". That's very twitchy. A lot of guys that's that big, they not good laterally, and he can move laterally, man. He not crazy like down the field speed, but his interior quickness like this, he got some flavor, man. He remind me of a more shifty of Mike Evans.
Yep.
Just like it, but hand certified, great. I think he can just keep building off what he's doing. He'll be good, man. But that hurt me, man, because I got so many. Hey, I got so much hate mail after that game, boy, playing with the Eagles, boy. God damn, they went on.
Hey, I'm already know, bro. I was watching that game. Look, I was a little strong. That was Kirk. After his first game of the season, that game was kind of like shift because he played the team you on now, the Steelers, and we ran probably one of the most predictable offenses in NFL history week 1. But week 2 we finally figured it out a little bit, and man, that last drive, even with the young guys like Quinion and stuff like that, man, they was just getting understanding what was going on. But that last drive right there, man, Kirk Cousins showed how he's still a vet, how he's still able to run that 2-minute drill, and then Drake London really one of his first big moments of his career, really solidifying a 1,300-yard season that he had, man. So
he's gonna be nice though, man. He's gonna be nice. I like it. I was hot with that shit though. I'm still mad. He lucky, boy. I'm gonna play though.
I'm still sad you ain't pull up to the squad though, man.
Huh?
I said I'm still sad you ain't pull up to the squad, man. I'm not gonna lie.
No. I can never play home. I can never play home. It's too close to home. I can't go home.
Yeah.
But Josh, you got anything you want to ask, brother? Because you've been a little quiet a little minute. Anything you want to ask?
Now that I see Slay, I'm kind of reminiscing back to 2020. That matchup against DK Metcalf, man. So walk us through that, real quick.
Hey, that was a tough one though, man. I think with me and him, the reason I say like I say when people whip my ass, right? I'm an honest dude and who whip my ass. Like he only but 2 receivers ever went for 100 yards on me when I'm like fully guarding them all game. Like it's no high and it's like, and that was Devontae Adams and him. But DK, like he didn't whip my ass. Like he just made great ass catches. Like as in like every catch was contested. Like he just bigger body in a way. Like damn, like I'm just on the wrong end of the plate. So he did with my ass because he got over 100-something yards on me. Like it was like 150, something like that. But I was like, hey, all the plays he caught the ball was them bang bang plays. Like I had probably he maybe had like 9 or 10 catches. I had probably 10 tackles because I tackle him every play. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't too blowed with it, but I always give credit when credit's due. I said DK got on my ass because he caught almost every ball he had thrown at him. So, but Devontae Adams, he had me going different directions, so he really whipped my ass that day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that'll be the difference how I compare shit though. But he got on my ass too though.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. You say that's like just real quick. You understand the person, Josh, right? He's asked you that question. You know he only 18. You hear his voice? He only 18 sounding like that.
Ain't no way he 18 sound like that.
Man, Slay. I've been pressing him the longest, bro. I've been pressing him the longest about that shit. I don't believe it either, bro.
Hey, first of all, where you from? Because that's what people they come from Africa. They be over here lying by their age. You're a little dark too. Like you always see, but so hey, you ain't 18, boy. Sounding like that. God damn, you sound like that. God damn. Boy, 18. I know for a fact you were scaring them teachers when you talk to them.
Low key,
yeah, you scared me as a teacher. Yeah, I had to have a conference talk with your parents and ask for their birth certificate.
Yeah, that's cool. Bama said the same thing. But let me read this. Let me read this other super chat. Shout out my dog Justin. He said, "What's up, Slay? So I'm a Patriots fan, and you played my team recently. I wanted to know what's your thoughts on Drake May. Salute to everyone."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Drake May good, man. I think he's gonna be a great player in this league, man. I could see. I just think they need to continue to learn him. I think Josh McDaniels is the perfect quarterback coach for him, the offensive OC for him, because of the fact that he helps develop a lot of great quarterbacks, man. And if he take his time and get underneath him and understand the game, man, in that organization, I think he gonna be a great fit for him, man. I think they got a great person in hand. He can run, and he can stand the ball, and he got a great arm, man. He has a really great arm talent. But I just think he just need to get better with just understanding the game. He's a young quarterback, man. Everybody gonna go throw a lot of stuff at him, trying to make him think more. So after he get in the film room and understand the game, I think he'll be one of the best ones.
Right. So, Swiper, I'm gonna start off with you. We'll talk about these other games. Browns lost. You know what I'm saying, to the Lions, but that's not really to talk about the game. To be honest, because we kind of knew the Lions were going to the game. Dylan Gabriel is now starting.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Since when?
They just announced it or whatever.
They announced today.
Dylan Gabriel is now starting. What do you think is going to happen in the future? Because we all know who we really want to start, but Dylan Gabriel is still a good player. So, what do you think is the expectation, Swipe up, or what you about to see from Dylan Gabriel? And do you think we're about to see Shedeur Sanders really soon?
I mean, hopefully we'll see how it goes. If this kid here plays, controlling ball, play the game the right way, and doing mostly what the coaches do and what the players designed for him to do, and he makes the right plays, the right smart moves, I think he continue to play. But if he don't, they gonna go to the next one. So, and that would be Shador. So, man, of course, I'm a Shador fan. I'm hoping for him, I'm rooting for him. So, whenever his time comes, I always tell folks, man, whenever your time comes, just be ready. And I know, who his daddy is and all that great stuff. So I know he prepared and gonna be ready whenever his number is called. So, but I ain't wishing no bad on what's his name? Daniel?
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel. I ain't wishing no bad on the old man. I want him to tank and Herbie get Shador in. I don't do that to players, man. So I wish nothing but both of them guys successful. You know what I'm saying? And anywhere, even if that's in Cleveland or somebody, they put on another person's jersey. So hopefully, man, like I said, everybody get their fair shot and whoever let the best man win.
Swiper.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, they're playing versus Brian Flores this weekend, and Dylan Gabriel getting his first start versus the Vikings.
That's the best. That's a tough one, that boy. If he do anything decently good, he might be playing for a little bit because boy, that defense is tough.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you playing versus Brian Flores in your first game ever, and on top of that, he's not gonna have Cedric Tillman in this game either because Cedric is out. He's hurt. Yeah. I think the biggest thing it's in Cleveland, thankfully, but the biggest thing is just getting through the game healthy.
Oh no, it's not in Cleveland. That's in London.
That's in London. There you go. So
they got the country playing that game, so that's gonna be even worse.
Home environment, none of that.
Yeah, no home environment, no none of that.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a lot. Maybe he's special, and then maybe he can because the biggest thing is, and I'm sure obviously Slade can speak to this more experience, but when you got a young quarterback, it's not even like them playing well per se, like from a number standpoint. It's getting in the huddle, commanding the huddle, communicating in the huddle, getting to the line, making checks at the line, setting the offense, seeing where the rush is coming from, moving the line, and then snapping the ball.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's gonna have a lot. They gotta have a lot on his shoulders, man. That's gonna be a tough game because I'm telling you right now, A-Rod always give Minnesota Vikings some great love. Like he say they got some great defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Joel.
I feel like Dylan Gabriel is going to play all right. He ran the offense well in the preseason, and the Browns' offense looks more like has life now with Quinshon Judkins being added to the mix, who's a very explosive running back, and Harold Fannin Jr., their tight end. So I think he should play relatively well. Joe Flacco was playing all right, but I think you need a little bit more, and maybe Gabriel gives him that.
Josh?
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how Gabriel adapts. Like, again, first game against Brian Flores, all those simulated pressures, all those faces up, like pre-snap, like it's going to be tough for him to really diagnose some of those reads. But, hey, if he can adapt, then that'll be great for him. But it's going to be tough for him to start.
That nigga probably just listening, man. I think he's going to join back. I might have got it from him. But, Josh, what's your mic real quick? Do right?
I think it's pretty evident, though. We all watched Browns games this year. I mean, Flacco just wasn't getting it done. So whether it's Shador, Dylan Gabriel, you got to get switched up. Obviously, a London game against Flores, that's a tough first game. We'll see what it looks like. I find it very hard to believe it's going to be anything worse than what Flacco has given us so far this year. So hopefully Dylan Gabriel does well. And he probably get to start for the next 2 to 3 games. Depending on how he looks, we might see a Shador appearance. Let's wait and see. But the offense needs the juice, and maybe Dylan Gabriel is is the juice they need.
Bama?
Just keep it real with you, bro. I'm just waiting for Shador to play, bro. That's pretty much what it is. Really though, but realistically, like objectively speaking, I do want to see like what the Browns quarterback that's gonna say their franchise look like. I don't know if it'll be Dylan Gabriel. I don't even know if it'll be Shador. But just to see how well that defense played in the first few games, just let you know they like really a quarterback away. But I don't think Dylan Gabriel's that quarterback. But we'll see. I mean, what hurt? Joe Burrow out. I mean, maybe, bro, maybe this might be the spark they need. You know what I mean? Let's just talk, talk narrative talk, right now. Maybe it's the spark they need, man. Let's go get they team back rolling. I don't know.
Bam, you good?
I said, why you looking like that?
He's tired, boy.
Boy, sleeping on the mic. Man, I just looked up, reading.
You know why? You know why he's really deal tired? Because he really need to talk about his Bryce Young FC.
I mean,
we ain't. We gonna save it for tomorrow. We gonna save it for tomorrow. Please, please, we gonna talk about that. Please, we gonna talk about that for tomorrow.
Nah, we can say
Hey, man, we got about our time, man. That's all we gotta do.
I see he did not come out with full of the the armor of God. I see he did not put it all on today. Have all the Bama outfit and the Bryce Young stuff on.
Oh my
goodness
God,
gracious.
you jealous? Oh my goodness,
Jealous? No, I want to be jealous of. I'm not jealous of a school I did not go
I ain't
to.
gonna lie. Even though now we got it to Bama, you need to talk to me about this Bryce Young FC though. What's going on? Are you officially done with Bryce?
Maybe.
What? Bama, no, Bama, no.
He done with Tua and Bryce?
This Bama, he's got Tua can be done with. But Bryce, we got our time, man. We got to sit back, observe, and just wait. Wait it out. Just wait it out, Bama. Come on.
You good? You good? You straight, Slay?
Yeah, my phone had died, man.
Now you good? You straight. Nah, but Bama, it's not.
I'm finna get ready to go to my son game, man. You know, he play at 6:15, so I'm finna head to my boy game, man.
I say, yeah, word. Appreciate you.
Go with the game. Yeah, appreciate it. Good meeting
you want to say before you head out?
Yep. Yo.
I say, you got anything you want to say before you head out?
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Okay.
You can hear us?
Yeah. I'm about to say, hey, I'm finna get ready to go to my son game, man. He play at 6:15. I'm finna go.
Always, bro. I was gonna ask Wilson if you want to say anything before you head out, because we really appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Oh no, I mean I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure everybody tune in too, man. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. Y'all growing podcast, man. I always tune in. I'm always looking on y'all jump, man, because y'all be having some good stuff to talk about, man. Y'all have some great conversations, man. So
appreciate you.
Hey, y'all continue to keep doing the thing, man, because I'm gonna be. When I'm done, man, you know, I might be one of y'all. We might all, you know, get together. I might be a part of the flag on the play.
I might hit you because, bro, I know you're doing the power with Sherm. That's one of my favorite. I gotta hit you about that, bro. That'll be.
You need to talk to Sherm?
Yeah, I want to talk to Sherm. I'll hit you about it, see if I can get in contact with him. But that would be.
Yeah. Easy. I can get you linked up with Sherm. That's my dog.
Man, appreciate you though, Slade. No bullshit about Slade.
All right, man. Y'all have a blessed one, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, Slade.
Safety. God bless. Now, shout out Slade, dog. That's a
dog, man. That's a
I'm
dog.
always get a shot. Mel, I appreciate you saying that bullshit about Calvin Johnson, because if he ain't say that, he would have never seen our clip. I really. And Mel, my dog, though. Mel, really my dog. Like, I really appreciate it. Even though he's still my.
Should have been talking about
that was crazy.
Man.
You said what?
I said we should have brought up the Broncos, man. Swiper would have heard how he's talking about Peyton Manning.
Well, no, because you know his first year was 13, bro. So he ran into Peyton like the 55 TD year.
Yeah, that's yeah. So when we interviewed him, because Josh asked him about the DK, we got to about the nitty gritty, all the Dez Bryant's situation, what happened with him when Dez was talking crazy to him. All this stuff that was going on, and I ain't gonna lie, chat, my fault about, because I know y'all sent some more super chats, and I definitely forgot. I think Dill, you sent one more. I forgot to hit you on that one, so my fault on that, Dill. But before we keep talking about these games, we got another super chat. Appreciate you, Nick, for sending this one. Just for everybody to answer. He said, "Hot take: are the current Eagles the 2024 Chiefs?"
Oof. What's that mean?
I guess
is he saying like struggling to get
like
wins,
they're struggling to win these games.
In that aspect,
I mean, in that aspect, I guess, but like, they don't feel the same. Like the Chiefs team last year, they weren't even top 10 in point differential, but they had the best record in the NFL.
Yeah,
like, that was a true anomaly.
The devil magic they had,
yeah,
winning some of those games. That block field goal against Denver, the Raiders game came down to the wire.
Well, I will say though, they had 2 block field goals against the Rams. I will say.
They did.
So,
I
guess that's fair.
But to be fair, Jalen Hurts went crazy in the second half for that Rams game.
He did.
The run game hasn't been as strong as it was last year too. So like they've been managing. Yeah. I thought also holding out like Tampa Bay. Granted, Baker Mayfield's played well, but he's also thrown like some of the most like he has the most turnover worthy plays I think in the league. I think in the like QB grading system. But I thought that game was really good. Emeka Egbuka. Now I will say, Donnie, their DBs are super sus so far to start the year off.
Their other boundary player,
yeah. I'm definitely worried about their pass coverage, but we're gonna find out. They're playing Denver this week, so
that'll be a nice little game.
Yeah, Hurts versus that defense. I do want to see how he solves that. Now Denver typically struggles with like running quarterbacks like that, so Hurts could actually have a really good game.
Greenlaw's still up.
Greenlaw's still out. He be
No, that's a good
Swiper.
That's a good shout because like even Denver's defense last year, like the two, maybe even three worst games they had last year: Josh Allen, Lamar, and Justin. So that's
so speaking of the game, Swiper. I'll start off with you then. Obviously that game was the Eagles dominated us in the first half, and second half we made a comeback, but because I was streaming on playback and they had said after the game, I didn't know that Jalen Hurts literally didn't pass for a single yard in the second half, and they still won the game. I didn't know that. That was insane.
0 for 8, man. 0 for 8.
That's like, is that ever happened in football? Like, I don't know.
He had -1
in the modern day football, probably not.
He had -1 passing yard. Well, the team had -1 pass yards in the first half versus the Rams. So that was just 2 weeks ago.
So Swiper want to start. Wait, say that one more time.
They had I think Jalen Hurts had 8 passing yards, but because of sack, they had -1 passing yards in the first half versus the Los Angeles Rams 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, because that's what hurt. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So with that question, Swiper,
maybe they are.
Are we concerned about the Eagles despite them going?
No, because the thing is, bro, who gonna beat them? Trent, like real talk, come playoff time. That's the question. Who actually gonna beat them?
The closest one that I can maybe see is the Rams. But then, even though to me personally, like it shouldn't be hard because you have a dream offense to get right with. If Kellen Patua calls a complete game just for both halves, I think they could dominate everybody. But
yeah, I think that's the thing, bro. It's like they can, if they're playing aggressive offensively, then yeah, they're a different kind of monster. But the thing is, they're trying to manage the game because one, I think, and y'all can tell me how y'all feel about this. Managing the game offensively is not always about your quarterback. It really is about what you think about your defense. I don't think they want to put their defense on the field as much as they did last year. And I think some of this is if they can control the ball, and especially with the ground game, then that, I think, takes away from some of the things you can't do super well, which is, again, protecting the pass. And I think for me, bro, I'm just kind of like, Tampa Bay was getting stomped to start the game off. So then, was it a real comeback? Yeah, it was a real comeback. It's football, right? It's always a real comeback. But, like, did I actually ever feel that Tampa was going to win that game? No, I did not. But to be fair, y'all got twice lucky, Trent, I think, in that game. The Bucky Irvin pass, which was a good throw, but like
and the Mecca Buka one.
Yes, and a Mecca, like you know what I mean, like it wasn't lucky, but I'm saying that like that's also the issue. They can't pass cover. And that's really the problem.
No, their other boundary right now is awful. I agree.
But shout out Quinyon though, because he played an amazing.
Quinyon's great, and DeJean's a great slot, and
he played an amazing game, bro. I ain't gonna front. But Josh, do you think we should be concerned about the Eagles starting 4-0, even though they started 4-0? Should we be concerned?
Should we be concerned? No, because even last year when they started off terrible, you know what I'm saying? Like last year, biggest grip was they were trying to run the high volume passing offense with that bum. No, excuse me, with Jalen Hurts, and it wasn't working out. The offense is very inefficient. So when they started leading more on the run game, things were going well. The Eagles know how to make adjustments down the stretch. So things will be just fine. I'm not worried about the Eagles. They're gonna be fine. Back in the
Bama, should we be worried about? Should we be concerned about the Eagles a little bit or not?
They still win games. That's how they want to win games right now. Told y'all Jalen Hurts not quarterback that's going to go out there and put up all these gaudy numbers and win by any means necessary. A lot of football fans that talk about winning matters. I mean, here it is. Shit. You go a team that win by any means. So you can't number tax them. That's how they predicated to build a team off winning the championship. Winning the championship don't necessarily get all your receivers 1,000 yards. Don't always get running backs 2,000 yards. Quarterback probably don't always get 4,000, 3,000 passing yards. But what's the end goal? They win games. So
yeah, AJ Brown
really
was complaining last week. He finna see PS2 the whole
game. No, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You sending the quotes and all that, and then it's just like,
what we getting a book in the second quarter.
Bro, that shit. I feel bad for AJ right now. I'm not gonna lie, because I really felt like this past Sunday when he got all them targets in the second, it was like a here nigga damn type targets. Like they running him on the same routes, and in a time where AJ he could have had a big blur, Jalen Hurts throws it out of bounds. This is. I feel bad for AJ right now. But Donnie, do you think we should be concerned about the Eagles?
I wouldn't say concerned. I would just say, raise a slight eyebrow because they're not. I don't think they're as unstoppable as they were last year. I still think they're probably the best roster in the league. I think we can all probably agree with that, especially with how disappointing Baltimore's been with all that. But the interior offensive line's a little bit nerve-wracking. The pass rush isn't quite as good as it was last year after losing Sweat, Milton, and now Nolan Smith is on IR. And then the CB2 is a big question. Like, there's questions, but I still think they're the best team in the league. But for this unstoppable, who's going to beat them, I think the Rams could catch them on a good day. I would say Green Bay, but I'm a little worried about the secondary now. Nixon was having a good few weeks, and then against the Cowboys, he was just getting bullied the whole game. So I wouldn't say they're unstoppable, but for right now, I'd still say they're the best team in the NFC.
All right. Durag?
I kind of feel the same way how Donnie feels. My other thing is, when the OC is calling a complete game, they can dominate. But the problem is, he has shown he's not.
The problem is that it's a problem.
Yeah, so that's another. So obviously, we're a month into the season, so we still got 13 more games to go. Hopefully, he picks it up. But if we're still in the same boat come playoff time, we're like, damn, we don't know if we're going to get a consistent offensive play calling. Then it could get scary because, like Donnie said, the Rams have always played them pretty good. It's always been a bad matchup for the Eagles. And on a good day, the Rams could catch them. A good day, the Bucs might be able to catch them if they're healthier by the end of the year. So that's just my one little concern with them. But overall, I mean, they're still the best overall team in the league. So until further notice, it's the Eagles until someone proves otherwise.
Mark. JJ?
Ooh, Dill, you got it.
To be honest, bro. Y'all all saying all this. Josh talking about they can figure it out later in the game like they have. I'm not with that type of stuff, right? Figuring it out is one thing, right? You have a team that was just in the Super Bowl last year that dominated the Kansas City Chiefs that won the Super Bowl the year before that and also beat y'all. I look at this team, you took over the reins, and I've only seen that this offense has been stagnant in a lot of areas. Not being able to go and get your guy the ball, the same stuff that people got on my team for doing. Now all of a sudden it's a change of tune when it's the Eagles. I don't get why you don't do that. You get your guys the ball like y'all said, right? You get the playmakers the ball. AJB is nowhere to be found. Saquon Barkley doesn't get any receiving yards, right? The same stuff that Saquon Barkley's not even close to what he was even pushing last year, right? And all those things, except from the AJB and Devontae Smith stuff, I already counted on. I knew Saquon was going to be as good as that. I thought the offense was going to take a slight regression because you're changing those season. You got to pick it up to start the season. This is not a slight regression. This is a very, very bad start to the year for their offense. And so only time will tell how this keeps on going. But if they keep on playing like this team is not winning a Super Bowl with their offense playing like this, no matter how talented they are. They can be as talented as they want to be. They are not winning with this level of offense.
If this team right now ran into a neutral game against the Rams or I don't know Buffalo or if somewhere like that, I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't say they're confidently winning at all.
I wouldn't say they're confidently winning. At first before the season, I'm gonna say this: the Rams I'm still a little weary on them. They are looking good, right? But before the season, y'all were saying they're a Super Bowl contender. I was saying that's asinine. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I also said that y'all are just so quick to jump off of a team shit without them even playing a game, right? They have not played 4 games. Now it's time to cause for concern. Now it's time for y'all to say something about them. I would not say confidently that they can beat the Bills straight up. No, I would not. Especially with the way that they're losing players on the defensive side of the ball in terms of pass rush, which that's one of the things that you need to go ahead and handle a guy like Josh Allen. I would not confidently say that they will beat the Rams. Not confidently. The Rams defense is still got a bunch of holes in it, but their offense, you just saw what they did. And I can believe in a playoff setting with a guy like Matthew Stafford, he can play up to the occasion 100%, right? Meaning that I'm not confident in that. I'm not confident in the fact that while they are clearly the favorite in their own division, I don't know if I can even say that they're favorite in the conference right now if they're going to keep on playing like this come a little closer to playoff time. As long as their offense remains to be one half bad, one half good, or we don't know what to do, get the guy our ball with Jalen Hurts and say we win, all that rah-rah. I will not take that team to win. Not at all. No, I will not. That's 100%.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yes.
But, JJ, back on you because we touched on it, but we still got to, really talk about it now because, Patrick Mahomes, and I'm really – because I was going to say this for tomorrow, but I blame Swiper for this, honestly. I blame Swiper. The Rams – no, not the Rams. The Ravens get their ass whipped by the Chiefs. You got demolished. Patrick Mahomes, masterclass. As soon as Xavier Worthy get back in the lineup, it just looked like –
Or you just played the worst pass defense in the league, too.
Okay. Which is fine. Which is fair.
32 points a game, Trent?
Which is fair. That's what I say. Which is fair. That's why I say which is fair. Like I said. But though, it looked like a regular Patrick Mahomes game. He back in action.
Mm-hmm.
They put Bell. But Lamar didn't play that well. And now Lamar is out for 2 to 3 games with the hamstring injury. So JJ, I'm gonna start off with you. Do we still think that the Ravens make the playoffs?
God dang. One, I didn't know that because that hurts my fantasy team. I'm just gonna let you know.
Yeah, it hurts me too. OD. It hurts
crazy.
mine.
I didn't know that.
It hurts mine in the press box league and the money league where I have Lamar Jackson in both leagues. So yeah.
Wow, that is crazy. Yes, it definitely hurts a team that's contingent on a guy like Lamar Jackson. It definitely hurts their playoff chances that they're going to keep on playing like this. We already said that their defense is in a certain bind, and as it is, they haven't figured it out yet. Unlike offenses, I give a little bit more gracious to defenses as times go on because, especially when it comes down to the playoffs, it's when you got to play your best, right? But we got to see if they can start putting together some good games, especially that, losing Mike McDonald hurt them a lot. In the years moving on, they've just been getting, slightly worse and slightly worse to the point where now they lost Matt Beast too. And we don't know how to look at them. So I think that team really hurts them. They're 1-3, and that was with Lamar Jackson. Now you have who coming in behind them? Cooper Rush playing football for the Baltimore Ravens.
Like it's 2022.
Bro, they could have Marcus Mariota or something, bro. But
you got Cooper Rush coming in. You got Cooper Rush coming in for the Baltimore Ravens at 1-3. With Lamar was already not being able to get them the wins, even with him playing as well.
You're ready to run 30 carries, buddy.
Like the Ravens, I can see a world where they're 2-2, and they're not. That's just the reality. And so, if they're 1-3 right now, you might miss Lamar for 2 to 3 weeks. And I pray to God that it's not any longer than that, right? You could be facing potential. I don't know who they play upcoming right now, but
Texans. They play the Texans, and then they play the Rams. I believe.
Yeah, 1-3 Texans.
I will say though, JJ, to that, we get into it, but the Ravens schedule after that, if Lamar is back,
it could be a turnaround. But you play the Texans. The Texans haven't shown you anything, but the thing is, the Texans also haven't played a defense that's been playing like this, right?
Yeah. Ooh,
so this could be cause for all of a sudden we see CJ Stroud go for 300 and however many yards. Nico Collins goes crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then they go play the Rams, who while the Rams defense is also, you're gonna go look at that. Cooper Rush about to catch the pass rushers doom. The Texans still have an elite defense too, so he's gonna catch that from them too, right? And he's gonna have to try to slice up that Rams defense. While that Rams offense, I know is gonna be able to go deliver. It's just it is what it is. And so you told me who are you going to say played them? Who they play after that, Trent?
So after that, after they play the Rams, they have a bye week, and then it's Chicago, right? Which is
a bad defense if Lamar comes back.
Yeah, if Lamar comes back, it's Chicago, Miami, Minnesota, Cleveland, Jets, Bengals, Pitt, Bengals again, New England, Packers, and then Steelers.
I'm guessing they're probably aiming for Lamar to come back against Miami because that'd be Thursday Night Football. So that would be.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. That sounds like a world. That sounds like a world where they can go 9-8, but at the highest.
If they lose this week, should they just tank?
No, of course not. You're the Ravens.
Wait, you said how many is that? Do you know? So was it 3 or 4 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks?
It's 2 to 3.
Schefter said 2 to 3 games. So. Okay. But the thing is, though, is that they have a bye after the Rams.
Yeah.
But then, if they don't, but here's the thing: if they don't play him against the Bears, they have a short week against Miami on Thursday night. So my guess is he'll be back for one of those 2 games.
So he misses 2 games in a bye week.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's all after that bye week. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
If we feel like they lose these next 2 games, which they could wholeheartedly, right? come off after their bye week. They lose to the Bears with the Lamar back.
If they lose, if this is what I'll say, actually,
they lose to the Bears with Lamar back, I would not be opposed to them taking, because guess what? They're already a good team. We've seen the Niners do it. It's not a problem if your team is if you have a good roster, but your team is just bad for.
Well, their defense is cooked this year though. They got so many injuries, and Marlon's out now too for a little bit. Like,
yeah, Matabuke's out.
Yeah, Matabuke's out now too. Yeah, and then Roquan's not out, but he ain't been,
If you miss one year,
it wasn't a grade 2 ankle sprain for Roquan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you miss 1 year, I'm not really like sweating it that hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? It just all contends on like how you handle the offseason and stuff like that. But I thought the Ravens are a pretty well-run organization for the most part. I feel like they can bring a lot of their roster back.
John Harbaugh. Where's the pink slip? Where's the pink slip?
Hold on. So, okay, hold on. Before I get to you, so Swiper, you think that John Harbaugh should be fired?
He's been I've been Trent. You can tell me he's been riding Lamar Jackson coattails for a couple years now. The fact is that offense got rebuilt. Shout out to Todd. Did his job. They got a great offense. That defense stinks. Last year the defense stunk for half the year, and then it got better half the year, and then they went to the playoffs. And I think you can say what you want. Lamar didn't have a good first half versus the Bills, but he had an elite second half versus the Bills. Like, I just think John Harbaugh is over his skis at this point. I don't think he's a championship head coach anymore. I don't like his decision making. I think he gets too tight down the stretch of games. I think when they play versus elite teams, he doesn't show up enough. Everybody blames Lamar, but the decision making, the clock management, all of it. Like, even for instance, when they played versus the Bills, Trent, we talked about this. They had 3 downs. Derrick Henry run, nothing. Then they did a jet sweep, and they gave Lamar Jackson 1 play to try to win the game. Even if you look at the last game, they just don't trust their best player. And the Bills did this, by the way, too, versus the Saints. They don't trust their best player enough, I think, to be able to make the game-winning plays with the game on the line when it comes down to the clutch enough. And I just think that, the offense, the defense, everything, I just think the culture just needs to change all the way around. I just think they need new blood at the head of that seat. And I'm not getting rid of Lamar Jackson. So the only question here that can be removed from me is John Harbaugh. I just think it's time for him to go. He's a good coach, great regular season coach as well. But look, we get in all these situations. Everybody wants to blame Lamar in the playoff, but what's John Harbaugh done? He's gotten out coached by Spags every single time they meet. You know what Spags is going to do. He's going to blitz. He's going to pressure you up the middle because that's the way you disrupt Lamar Jackson. You pressure him up the middle, and then you play good coverage behind it. And every single time they play Kansas City, they get out coached. Every single time.
Well, isn't that like most teams though?
Well, that's Spags. But I'm saying, if you want, what's that next leap though? Like, what Donnie? What would be the next? Lamar be better, right? Lamar be better.
But here's my thing about firing John. I get where you're coming from. Where are you going to find a coach that's going to outcoach Spags? That's my thing.
Good question.
It's like the Steelers thing with Mike Tomlin. They all wanted him gone for so long, but at the end of the day, who's better? Nothing.
I personally think that you can probably find some younger offensive minds that will be able to work with Lamar very well. I think the defense obviously needs to be fixed just all the way around, obviously. But look, I just think some of this is by the way, this is also an issue that not just Spags, Lamar versus Miami a couple years ago. I brought this up multiple times, Donnie. When they went in the second half.
Was that the cover 0 game?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
And the whole second half, they did one thing. And John Harbaugh just sitting here just like,
come on, running cover 0 when they got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek.
It was like 80% of the plays that ran cover 0, man. And they won.
It's what are you doing? You can't make no adjustments. But to me, that's just coaching. And again, there's something to Donnie. I think they choke. The team chokes.
Yeah.
The team chokes. There's just no way that you have this efficient of a QB in an offense, but the team chokes down the stretch of these big games every single time. I just think you can't just keep blaming Lamar. There's something wrong with the structure as well, that in these moments, they're not able to overcome the hurdles they need to overcome. It's that simple.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
You're right. D-Rag, you think the Ravens might most likely miss the playoffs?
I mean, you got Houston and the Rams the next 2 games. Not having Lamar, that hurts. And then
there's defense.
Well, I can say in previous years when Lamar did miss time, Tyler Huntley, obviously he's not Lamar Jackson, but he can replicate somewhat a similar offense. Cooper Rush is an entirely different type of quarterback. So I'm just interested to see how they orchestrate the offense with Cooper Rush at the helm now instead of Lamar. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then defensively, I mean, Matabuki out for the year. Your pass rush wasn't already giving you anything, but you lost your best pass rusher. That hurts. Mike Green hasn't been giving you anything. Marlowe's been beat up. So the defense that was already terrible when relatively healthy is now lost key prime guys.
Guys. Tyler Huntley's on the Ravens practice squad.
Oh, the practice squad?
Yeah. I just realized that.
What that mean?
I mean, if he hasn't,
he's on the Ravens. Tyler Huntley's on the Ravens. They're just choosing not to play him.
Why would they play him?
I mean, Cooper Rush has been there the whole year. He's been in there all season. He's
but like it's the same. Well, like it's the same scheme.
Yeah, but Huntley's not good.
But you brought in Cooper Rush to be a backup for a reason.
I want to ask Swiper. I want to ask you this though. You said another offensive mind. I mean, you probably got some guys in mind, but if you were to really move off of Harbaugh, like what other guy would you really look at?
I mean, I'm a little bit more progressive. I think Joe Brady would be a great fit here. I think Joe Brady and Lamar would be a good fit. I think that you need younger people that can grow with the quarterback. I think that's important in this league. I think the offset of that is you get an older DC like a Brian Flores or something like that on the other end that can kind of manage the defense and be another adult in the room that can really help with that. I think there are some other people you can look at as well, but I think Joe Brady would be the first one that came off the top of my head. And again, some of this is also like this is their job as GM. It's like you gotta figure this stuff out. And I just think that.
What about promoting Todd? What would you think
Todd
about
Monken?
that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could. Yeah, I guess you could. But again, at this point, it's also like too, like I don't want to just replace to replace. So I hope people aren't hearing that, but I do think that like there's something to the Ravens culture that needs to be adjusted and fixed, and I just don't know if John Harbaugh was the person to be able to do that at this juncture.
I don't think Bama here. So, Josh, what's your take? Do you think the Ravens gonna miss the playoffs?
I mean, this is tough. Like they're either gonna be like right in the hunt or just miss it. Because like
no in between.
I feel like some games are winnable, but like those division games are gonna be killers. Like besides Cincinnati, I'm not worried about no Cincinnati, but like Pittsburgh. I mean, Cleveland's not gonna be even Cleveland's not gonna be too bad. Like pass rush is really good, but like their offense is gonna be, shaky. So there's definitely some winnable games still. So they're gonna be right on the cusp or the miss. That's my take on it.
They just put themselves so far behind by starting off winning 3. That's just the problem here. And now you're missing Lamar. Lord forbid they start off 1-5, because then you really put yourself in the hole to where
they go 1-5. They go 1-5. I say tank. I ain't gonna lie.
They go 1-5. Then you got to still talk about the fact that they play the Packers, like you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
again,
you said they played another crazy defense too, bro. I'm forgetting.
Vikings. They got Vikings as well.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
Rams defense. Browns defense.
Browns defense is what I was thinking of.
They play the
Steelers twice.
They play the Packers.
Looking like TJ Parker finna be a Raven then.
Hey, yeah, that'll be great for him.
But they become a Raven fan.
Yeah. So, Swipe, I'm gonna start off with you. Shout out to Early because he been wanting this Jackson Dart start. Didn't happen. Started. Joe All had a bad injury. He out for 4 to 6 weeks. But Giants won first game. Jackson Dart looked pretty solid. Not gonna lie. The Giants D line went absolutely insane. Brian Burns was cooking. Dexter Lawrence had a pick. Like Kayvon had a sack. I think Abdul was getting hella pressure. It was just overall just a solid game from the Giants. How you feeling about this Jackson Dart performance? Do you think the Giants can keep going from this?
Yeah, it was cool. They utilized his legs. They just got him on the move, and they just made really simple throws. They simplified the offense for him. That way he didn't have to overthink anything. It's unfortunate. Obviously, Malik Neighbors gets hurt just going for the deep ball like that. Jackson Dart got hurt a couple times in the game. He had to come out. Russell Wilson had to go in because Jackson was getting beat up himself. But yeah, I just think some of this is like the Chargers folded, and I was, my 50K Survivor Series is over now, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you did pick the
I absolutely put my bet on the Chargers. I don't know why I shouldn't have did that, but Justin Herbert played like garbage. The offensive line played like garbage. The defense played like garbage. It was a close game. I mean, honestly, the Chargers should have won multiple times. But look, we talked about preseason. Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, and then Abdul Carter. I mean, they were just wreaking havoc on that offensive line. So, it was just a really good game by the Giants. They played confident. They didn't want to go down 0-4. They're now 1-3 on the season. I think the Chargers are good. I don't think they're as good as a lot of people are making them out to be. It's these elite, tier 1 contenders. They have a lot of issues still. I think Omarion Hampton also had a really good game. He's a baller. I think he's going to be in contention for Rookie of the Year. But now that Ashton Genty is on finally, he might actually, we'll see if he sweeps that award or not. But Omarion looked good. Keenan Allen continues to perform well. Quentin Johnson is the resurgence of the year, by the way. I think he's wide receiver 3 or 4 in fantasy right now. He's just
he's on pace for 1,300.
Yeah, bro, he's going.
Swiper. They called me a madman, bro.
You said Quentin
He
Johnson.
caught it in the offseason. All the people in my comments, what is he talking about? QJ sucks. And
I was on your side, don't forget.
They wasn't watching last season. You probably was on that same side, but I mean, you seeing it now.
He's cool. I didn't think he'd be wide receiver 1. I thought Ladd was clearly going to be wide receiver 1, but Quentin was
wide
taking
receiver
that
3.
job.
If we're talking about
market share went up, but I'm saying that what I was saying is because my whole point was that I saw stuff last year in him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That clearly wasn't contingent of what was year 1. Year 1 was probably one of the worst wide receiver seasons for a rookie. Period. Point blank. Right. And you go from that, now you're at the bottom of the barrel automatically, and all you can do is climb back up, or you can stay down. And last season, 700 yards and 7 TDs.
Was improved.
700 yards and 7 TDs is not a person that is still trash that can't catch the football. That's not what it is. But I didn't even have to use statistics to see that. I watched the games. You saw what he did late in the season versus the Raiders. 128. You going for 128 yards and you still can't catch? Come on, let's be real. Getting 12,
Much
13
improved.
targets. You tell me you can't catch still? So yeah, nah, Swiper. He getting the. I think he has the highest target share on the team right now. Amongst Keenan Allen.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's most targeted.
Which is crazy. And not only that, his whole game about them talking about QJ saying that he can't play big and stuff like that, which he couldn't. I'm gonna be honest. Coming out, he was a 6'4" wide receiver that played like he was 6'1" or 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? This man, he'd be going up and getting crazy grabs. He went against your Broncos. You watched it, and had that crazy grab towards the end of the game. That man, I'm just saying. So it was I forgot which corner it was. It might have been. It wasn't Pat Surtain though, but he was in. It was towards the end zone. He almost scored. It might have been Riley Moss. He almost scored though, but he didn't score. And I'm talking about full turnaround, looking like Malik Neighbors, man. So yeah.
Yeah, he's balling. He's doing work this year.
What's the topic again?
State, guys. How you feeling about the Giants? You think the Giants?
I mean, I could have seen a world where the Giants could have won before the game started, and the main reason is because no one really has no one had tape on Jackson, so at that point it was essentially okay. No one really knows what's going to happen. You can watch the stuff in college. Well, you can watch the stuff in the preseason, but that's not at all what it's actually going to look like whenever he actually steps onto the field against you guys. So I understand that, but the big thing was Joe Alt getting hurt. I mean, we all agreed on this before the season started, but if there's one way that the Giants are going to beat you, it's if you have a bad offensive line, because Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter, and that's exactly what happened. Herbert was running for his life. The offensive line was getting torched, and there was nothing he could really do about it. So it's tough. Shout out Giants, man. I mean, this is a huge win for you guys. I still think the Giants aren't going to be anything crazy, but it is still nice to see, get that confidence. Jackson's 1-0. Maybe you can build off it. Maybe you can build a nice, rookie of the year case. But I mean, my main takeaway is just, I'm worried about the Chargers now that Alt's gone, because in my opinion,
crazy. Both of them.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, that's crazy. In my opinion, Joe Alt was the front runner for Protector of the Year before he got hurt, and now he's gone. So
no, he
it's gonna
wasn't.
be tough. So I don't know how the
I'll tell you,
Chargers.
who right now is winning Protector of the Year out of nowhere. By the way, I'm talking about Quentin Johnson left field, Garrett Bowles.
Yeah, it
Are
is.
you
Garrett
watching
Bowles.
him this season?
100%
What?
Garrett Bowles.
Yo,
I'd
we're
say-
out of nowhere. By the way,
I'd say him or
Yes,
Sewell.
yes,
Yeah,
I think you're-
probably.
I mean,
Bowles
Sewell,
is
obviously,
awesome.
you know, yeah, obviously, yeah.
No, Bowles is great. Bowles is dude. Shout out Lucas. He was on that train a while ago.
Like if they're valuing pass protection the most, then it's definitely Bowles. But if they're doing half and half, like run block
Sure.
and pass protection,
Yeah, sure.
you might alter it a little bit because Garrett Bowles not the best run blocker in the world.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think does this take the Chargers down a little bit, losing both of their all-pro tackles?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah,
Heavily.
Of course.
It's good.
losing
It's
both of them.
Both of them.
It's crazy.
I mean, if the Eagles didn't exist, that's the best tackle duo in the league.
Yeah,
You
for
can't
sure.
have a high volume passing attack like not high volume, but the way that they were playing these first 4 weeks, right? You can't have a passing attack like that with no run game and then lose both of those guys. It's just not possible, right? If you're able to do that, I'm telling you this right now. You go from being one of the best quarterbacks in the league to being Peyton Manning level. Talking about I'm just going to throw you hospital balls. If you can keep up an offense like that, right? Your running game, the stuff that y'all identity was built on last season, is clearly not there, and you over here just slinging the rock consistently, and the ball is obviously in harm's way consistently. You're in high leverage minutes, you're in close games, you're in plus territory consistently just by throwing the football like they have been, they've been keeping their offense. That is some different level stuff with missing Joe Hall and Rashawn Slater.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Hall already an all-pro left tackle as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Rashawn Slater obviously injury prone, but a dang good left or right tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You lose that, and you can keep this up. You got it. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear. I'm a Joe Burrow guy. I don't want to hear as much as like Joe Burrow don't got an old line and stuff like that. If Justin Herbert can do what he's doing right now with the weapons that he has that are lesser than those guys on the Bengals, if he can keep this up, sure. Justin Herbert, you might be one of them. You might be a top 3 guy for real. Like straight up.
I like to hear that. That's music to my ears. We will see.
You might be a top. You might be. It's all contingent. You just keep on doing it.
So it would be Lamar, Josh, and then Justin Herbert.
Wait, no, they don't even got Josh.
Swipe was scared the Chiefs are back.
Are they back, or did they play the Ravens?
Now it's did they play the Ravens?
Have you seen this Ravens defense? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The way y'all just want to give it up. Like y'all easy draws. Y'all are just easy for the Chiefs. Like you literally just slip them off. Whatever happens, like hey, Chief, like let's get it. Like the Ravens been getting throttled. They just got manhandled by Detroit. Yeah, like the Chief balled out. It was great. It was great. I'm saying, but like okay. But now y'all ready to put them back in like they were just 1-2, and they right before that they were 22-9 versus the Giants. By the way,
purple. I think Josh probably played better.
That's Riddell.
They both played really, really well.
That's Riddell. Don't even pay Riddell much. That's a Chiefs fan right there. Riddell, a Chiefs fan. So
no, but I'm not gonna lie. The Ravens are high key fried. I think your best pass rusher right now that's healthy is that boy from Virginia. I think you guys drafted Peebles. He's probably your best pass rusher right now that's healthy.
It's definitely not Mike Green.
Wait, what happened to Mike
Green?
I'm not gonna lie. Mike Green.
4% win rate. He's like a 4% win rate or something. It's something crazy.
Listen, I think Mike Green is definitely gonna get better, and I feel like he's 100% gonna get better. I 100%.
Nah, what Lucas said? He told me he better than JPJ.
Holy moly, he's been ass. He's been ass.
Wait. What did Lucas say? What did Lucas say?
Now Lucas was saying that he was one way better than JPJ. He's looking way better.
Way better.
I don't know about way better. Yeah, way better.
Way better.
But
to me, it was Abdul Carter and then everybody else.
But so Durag, I'm gonna start off with you.
Hold on, let me speak about
I forgot. Yeah, somebody who represents Herb FC.
Okay, I can get where y'all coming from because Joe Alt year 2. Good lord, all pro. We're talking about maybe top 5 guy off ready. So you know how I feel about Joe Alt. Joe Alt is a monster. Obviously, I love me some Rashawn Slater. He's not healthy. Yep. If there is, I feel confident. Especially when I look at the schedule, it's not crazy. I ain't saying they're gonna stay dominant, but I think they can still stay afloat until Joe Alt gets back to help reassure that old line. But you have the quarterback, you have the coaching, and I feel confident enough in that tangent to where they might go 3-3, 4-2 in the next 6 games. I think they can keep themselves afloat. So I'm just not just saying the offense is completely fried. they might have to go back to more of a balanced attack because I'm not gonna lie, I expect them to be as pass heavy as they were this year. But they might go back to a balanced attack, especially with Hampton having a great game last week. So I mean, I'm still putting faith into the Chargers.
Who they play next week?
I think you're probably aiming for Alt to come back November 9th against the.
So I'm gonna say the next 6.
I got it. You got Commanders, Dolphins, Colts, Vikings, Titans. You're probably aiming for him to come back versus Pittsburgh. That's right.
You said Commanders. Wait, hold on. Commanders.
So hold on, I'll read it off again. So you're home against the Commanders.
Defense.
You're at the Dolphins.
Bad defense.
You're home against the Colts.
We'll see how that
that's a good defense.
We'll see how that goes. You're home against the Vikings.
That's a good defense.
And then you go to, and then also that Vikings game, that's Thursday Night Football. And then you go to the Titans.
If Carson Wentz starts, the Vikings win.
And then you have Sunday night, and then you have Sunday night against the Steelers, November 9th.
So let's say Joe Alt comes back after the Steelers game.
Yeah,
I think you're aiming for 4. You're aiming for 4 and 2.
Yeah, I was saying they can win 4 of those games. 5.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm not just whoa. I'm like I have faith in the quarterback play. Wait, what did you just say?
That's awesome. They losing all of these games.
I'm sure.
Losing
to the Titans.
The dog, like y'all tripping. Like I'm sorry.
Titans might go 0-17.
They can lose to the Colts.
Dude, the Titans might go 0-17.
Defense, like I don't care. I still have faith in Jesse Mann in the defense. They had a bad game last week.
That Chargers
the defense is gonna be fine. And we're talking about John Harbaugh, Greg Roman, and Justin Herbert. That's good. That's more than enough, especially with the way your weapons are looking on the outside and how Hamptons looked last game. That's more than enough to keep things afloat.
I think the reason you want him get him back.
Hey, sit back in the reserve, JJ.
The reason why you want all back by then because you got after that you got Pittsburgh, then you got the Jags D line, then you got Max Crosby and the Raiders, then you got the Eagles. So then by then you're gonna want Alt to be back.
Yeah, so either the Jazz D line is the real life truth or Trent Williams is washing. It's probably a little bit of both. I'm gonna keep it a bit.
Trent.
But Durag, I'm gonna start with you. Another great game, even though AD Mitchell's the reason why they lost this game. Rams Colts, Puka went crazy. Tay had a great game. Stafford went crazy. Daniel Jones having another good game. Like JT, realistically, JT with his stat line would look way better if AD Mitchell ain't whole.
Man, what?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I really feel bad for AD Mitchell because
for sure.
I feel bad. OD bad. Like it's old.
To the Falcons, man. You don't have to feel bad no more, bro.
But you're right. I'm gonna start with
you, Unc, man.
Like I said, Colts play well, but talking about these Rams, his offense is looking elite. Puka and Tay, best wide receiver doing the league. Stafford, he about to be 40, still dying shit.
He might be the MVP.
I'm gonna say, let's get to the real facts.
He might be. It's either him or Josh. It's either him or Josh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Watch what Stafford's been doing. He's been real life.
Why is Puka not the MVP again?
Real life Dalton.
Puka?
They built their entire offense around Puka.
Whoa.
He's on a historic pace for targets and
he is going crazy.
Yards.
He's going crazy, but whoa, let's calm down the narrative.
They literally have designed their entire offense around Puka.
It's the same offense.
I will say though, if Puka
they've taken a better version of Cooper Cup in the Cooper Cup role, and then they're doing the same thing.
Number one, QB, the MVP is a QB award, but
so we're saying we go with the media narrative. Oh, I got you.
It's not a media narrative. That's just
the reality of it.
But if Puka keeps going crazy like this, because like I already said, I said this about
why
they got literally every opposing corner, like Stingley, Mooney Ward, and Jerry Sneed. They're all following Tate. They're all
you talk about that's what people not talking about.
They're literally just letting Puka do whatever Puka's doing whatever he wants on the field because he has like literally last Sunday. You got Xavier Howard guarding Puka Nacua.
Not too much.
In 2020,
not too much.
It's not even 2020. That's Yams. He was
an all-pro at one point.
I wonder why they're guarding Tate.
Yeah, he was an all-pro when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I think if he keeps this up, Swiper, I might look at the OPOY because they say
for sure
he's on pace for
Puka's the front runner for the.
They saying he's on pace to shatter the receiving record and all that. I don't think he's gonna do it. He probably gonna get the way this is going 17. 16, 18. It's probably gonna be one of them seasons. I'm not gonna lie. So
it might be a Cooper Cup year, so he ain't gonna have to touch.
So OPOY, I think that's more MVP. I don't know. I don't even think Stafford is.
Stafford is real life dealing.
If you're looking at it right now,
I think.
We'll do that because I was gonna bring up we don't talk about the Bills a little bit, but since we already here, fuck it.
Oh, yeah, you got Josh Allen combo, but I think you're not getting too over
As
Stafford.
of right now, they're saying Josh Allen is like
betting.
I disagree. I love it. You know how I feel about Josh Allen. I disagree.
Here's my question: with Lamar out for the next 3 games, I mean, like, who's gonna take it from him?
I just disagree with that, Trent. And I love you, Josh Allen. But I don't think Josh Allen's been that much better than Matthew Stafford has.
He didn't play as well versus the Saints as you hoped he would.
Yeah,
which I get it. I'm just saying what it's being put out right now as an MVP. I'm not even talking about like not me personally. I'm just saying how.
But yeah, what the narratives
looking
like.
Minus 105. The next closest is a plus 600 from Justin Herbert, plus 700 from Mahomes.
Yeah, that's insane. Hey, like get your Stafford because Stafford's been real life down.
Hold on, real quick, Swiper. What's Stafford's odds?
Stafford's like plus like 10, not 10. No,
I mean, look, because he wasn't even on the sheet that I just looked at.
Yeah, he wasn't. He's not in the top 5.
He's a plus 1600.
Yeah, if
that's
I'm a
good value.
Man, I would put money.
That's good value. That's great value.
Yeah,
he's been dialing.
That's great value if y'all bet him to want to do that. But
I think he's right behind Allen, man. I do. I think him and Allen are the 2 guys right now.
Are the Rams real deal Super Bowl contenders? Like,
I mean, yeah, but like I feel like
by
definition, the NFL is a lot closer than people are giving it credit for. Like,
yeah, by definition, yeah, because they have showed to give the Eagles the best fight. Great matchup. The coaching staff speaks for itself. Stafford's playing the regular season. Stafford's playing the playoffs speaks for itself. You added Tay Adams. You got Puka. We seen what that duo was terrorizing the league passing wise. JJ might hate Kyron Williams, but he's still a very solid back. And Blake, you know what I mean by that. He's still got a good back end. Blake Corum and the touches he has got has been damn efficient.
He's better.
Hey,
we'll get to that. It's on Blake Corum and Kyron Williams, but that running back duo has been one of the best in the league so far this year. The D line speaks for itself. The only problem with that team is the back 7, the linebackers and secondary. Yams on Thanksgiving afternoon. So I would say they have to be contenders, especially with how close they played the Eagles last year, how close they played them this year. They're probably second. They're probably right now, off of what we've seen so far, they're second in the NFC.
All right, Josh.
I mean, yeah, I would say they're contenders. They're probably, off the top of my head, I think they're probably the second team in the NFC that would probably vouch for it to be like the team to come out the AFC. Like, but it's just them and the Eagles really to me that are like the 2 teams that to mind. Like, other than that, I mean, there's like a mix of teams that are probably really good, but it's the start of the season, so I'm not going to jump to crazy conclusions.
Yeah.
Look, it's so we'll see what happens.
That man Stafford did practice in the offseason too. He's doing this, by the way. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody thought he was fried.
Everyone thought Dak was snapped.
I
mean, listen, whether y'all like it or not, the facts are the facts. It took 2 blocked field goals for the Eagles to beat them. That's
Malarkey in the first half too, though. We're gonna keep it consistent.
In, bro. Like
Malarkey in the first half, Donnie. Malarkey in the first half.
Stop.
But I get what you say it though, because until he got that play calling gotta be better.
Okay, you're right. I agree the play calling gotta be better, but what's the same?
No, that's have to be
better.
Hey, and that's just because it's the first month, I give it leeway for now. But obviously, if we're week 8, Donnie, is still a thing. You know, I feel you a lot more on that.
Yeah, and like I said, it literally took AD Mitchell to troll for majority of the game.
And the Colts might be better than what we all thought. I mean, the Colts not beating
better than the Cardinals.
Better than the Niners too, Dave.
Yeah, but Donnie,
we hurt, but
I'm just saying on Donnie.
Oh, are we not?
Like with Donnie,
okay.
Like you being
no, okay, for real though. Let's lock in for real though. No, I do think they're contenders as well. If Stafford does keep playing like this, he has a chance to beat any team in the NFL. Because truly, he is playing that good right now. Puka is playing that good right now. Devontae Adams is still that guy. The defensive line is still very good. The offensive line, it's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. It's still really good. Like, I think they're the second best team in the NFC right now. I think if they lined up versus Green Bay and both of them were at their best, I think I'd take the Rams. So, yeah, they're Super Bowl contender by that definition.
JJ?
That's tough, man.
I don't agree. I mean, it literally took Adonai Mitchell to fumble football for them to win the game.
Fumble and a hole.
And it took the Eagles 2 blocked field goals for them to win that game.
Okay, fair enough. That doesn't change. That doesn't change that.
And blocked field goals are way more rare than drops.
The Eagles went and made an amazing defensive play. Right? That's the special teams. They did what they had to go do. What I'm specifically speaking on.
AD Mitchell dropping the ball in. Come on, bro.
No, Trent, that's fair, but 2 blocked field goals in
Come
one
on, bro.
game.
Come on, bro.
Two blocked field goals in one game.
And that's the game of football. I hear you on
That's
that.
more likely to
And so is
happen.
dropping the ball.
That's more likely to happen than AD Mitchell pulling Deshaun Jackson in 2008.
Trent, when was the last time that a team blocked 2 field goals in one game?
Have you not been watching the special teams all this year?
You're right. There's been multiple. There's been a lot of teams doing one. We're talking about 2 blocked field goals.
I could have swore the Bears.
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Raiders, though. What do we expect?
No, I'm just saying though. Like
now it's the Raiders. I mean,
No,
bro, special teams is still there's an offensive and a defensive side of the football.
We don't act like 2 block field goals is not just as crazy as a singular drop as well, though. They're both.
That's not what I'm trying to diminish. I'm not trying to diminish the value of what they did. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to take that down. All I'm looking at is that the stuff that is truly controllable, more than like
1975, by the way, that was the last time 2 blocked field goals happened by one team in the same game. 1975.
More of the
years
offensive
ago.
defensive stuff, right? Is more
years ago.
controlled than you have. You have guys. You have special teams coaches for a reason. At the end of the day, if they're coached properly, we've seen it before. That is just you're not getting those mishaps. You get freak plays like Jordan Davis doing what he did. It is what it is, right? But you got AD Mitchell selling a game like that. That is on a singular player, on one player. That literally changes the scope of everything. We were talking about the Rams defense once again that y'all still have yet to acknowledge. Aside from that great pass rush, they do not show you anything when it comes to stopping anything in the air.
No, we just
said that. At least said that's yams on Thanksgiving dinner. That's
no.
great.
I don't know. Yeah, but you're not. You're saying that, but you're not actually taking in the severity of how bad that is. Why? Aside from the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you mean? What? Aside from the Kansas City Chiefs,
we just said it was yams on. What?
That's Dave coming up with something funny to say. I've seen Dave do this already before. I don't know why we're doing this.
We all know the back 7 is trash.
Dave,
we know
we all know this. We all know the back 7 isn't very good.
That's the one glaring hole.
Outside of Cam Curl, we all know the back 7.
Hold on. Let JJ land.
Like, bro, the Rams defense at the end of the day are one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL, period. You're in a game where if that team is as good as they are the Super Bowl contenders that they are. They aren't the Kansas City Chiefs, who we seen what happened. They can still make it there with a weak defense and somehow, some way make it out and walk away with the Lombardi, right? I don't believe that's them, right? They are a team that went to a game with a Daniel Jones coach that people said, oh, yeah, this is the game where Daniel Jones drops off. This is the game where Daniel Jones doesn't play that well. This is the game, blah, 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 this, that, I sounded all good, right? And they literally lost off of one dude making a mistake in a game. You are comparing the special teams aspect of the game and whatever. Respect to the Eagles for making that play. That is something that is highly unlikely to happen ever again, right? And so the Eagles won off of that. Respect to that. But I already told you earlier how I felt about the Eagles anyways. I said, if they keep on playing like this, you don't think I can look at them as contenders? So if I don't look at the Eagles as contenders with them playing like that and them having to win off of stuff like that, what makes you think I'm going to look at the Rams off of doing the same thing?
Well, then if you don't think either of them are contenders, I mean, you got to think someone's a contender in the NFC.
No. In the current state of the NFL right now, we're week 4. I do not think – I think the Packers are contenders. Yes, I do. Even with them losing to the Browns. I think they're contenders. Yeah. I don't think the Rams are contenders. I don't think they're the Packers. I don't think the Eagles are on the level of the Packers.
Wait, huh? You say you don't think the Eagles are on a level of the Packers?
In the current state of the NFL right now. With the way that they're playing their offense, the way that they're playing. It's not that they're not talented. Don't think we talked about this already. It's not that they're not talented.
The defense, I mean, what happened was
it's strictly based off of the fact of how they're playing. Y'all, we can't just go out here and just look at these teams, right? Donnie, and this is why I said before the games played, I didn't like that either, that y'all just jump ship. But we can't go look at these teams and then act like they just are all of a sudden still going to be these contenders when we have 4 games right now. They have to go turn this around. They have to give us more of a report. Yeah.
Well, then that's fine. That's fine. But if we're talking based off what we've seen right
even
now.
Still with the secondary problem is the fact that the way the Rams play football, at that point, we talking about a shootout? I mean, damn. they could shoot you out the game. I mean, and they
fair
showed
enough.
that. That's what,
And
the Rams secondary, and the Rams secondary was the same caca last year, and they competed with the Eagles.
And
So
I won't
why
argue
should I
on
not?
that.
So I should hold this. I'm gonna hold the same weight.
I'm not gonna argue on that. If their offense is that high powered to the point where they can go out and go and play even the best defenses in the league, right? And they're able to keep it up like that. I mean, I'm y'all know me. I'm always quick to say, yeah, I'll take that back, man. Y'all were able to do that even with the what's it called? I'll do that in a heartbeat. But it is not enough of a sample size for you to go, aside from the Kansas City Chiefs in recent years, to say that a team as that with that many problems defensively, when defense is a part of the reason why y'all have to win a championship, you're not telling me that they're just going to be able to go be legit contenders unless something else happens. Like I said, the Eagles right now are showing their face of being one of the actual mid offenses in the league right now, and they're only mid because of how talented they are. Yeah, and that's what I said. Only week 4.
But JJ, my thing is, we saw this last year with the Rams team. They even had Devontae Adams. The secondary was the same caca, and they were competing. And now you added Tay Adams, and Stafford's playing at another level, and it's opened up Puka's game a lot more.
To that point.
I mean,
to that point.
That's why I don't think. That's why I don't think it's premature because we seen this.
They're competing. Let's really go back and over that division that they have so many wins over in that division, right? Alone.
I talk about coming playoff time. We already know the injuries in the division last year.
But you're gonna only
we know how bad it was.
A lot of your playoffs still ride off the fact that I gotta win my division.
And right now, the division's been beat up. The Cardinals are beat up. The Niners are beat up. I mean, it's the same thing though. So
fair enough.
So right now we're on pace for the same result with a better football team.
The Rams are lit. Matthew Stafford literally got hurt last year. Matthew Stafford didn't play that well. I mean, y'all can agree to disagree.
Yeah, regular season, no. Regular season, yeah. He didn't play that well.
You and Donnie, Dave, we all talked about Matthew Stafford last year. He didn't play that well. Obviously, because he was injured. Fair enough, but he didn't play that well. Yes or no? Last season.
Yeah, regular season, he was not.
He was
very consistent.
The context behind them making the playoffs is because of the Cardinals plummeting, especially late in the season, the Seahawks being injured, the 49ers, who were supposed to be the clear-cut winners in my eyes, getting hurt all over the field. If I'm looking at all that, you're winning the division.
I'll see y'all, bro. Good show, bro.
All right, thanks, Cyber.
Yeah. If you're winning the division in a division that's already now taken down, they were obviously lower in terms of just competition in general. The guys weren't being able to be healthy. Then so be it. I mean, respect. If you want to call that a win, call it a win. In my eyes, it's like who was going to take it? Because at one point, Niners looked like they was actually about to bend back and take that. At one point, the Cardinals looked like they was about to take it over. At the end of the day, guess who handled it? Matthew Stafford ended up finishing it the season. I don't count that as a win, bro. In my eyes, I don't count that as a win. The playoffs, they played well because Matthew Stafford finally ended up playing well. But we are now in 2025, where all that stuff that y'all said that happened to them last year while they had those problems, it matters more because guess what? The Cardinals are still a better team now. It is what it is. The Seahawks are a better team now. The 49ers are a better team now.
But at the same time, it's yielding the same results because the Cardinals are going through their defensive injuries, similar to last year. The Niners, man, we might not have Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings, or Perk. They ain't practiced all week. We might not have them for Thursday night game. So you're talking about, and Nick Bosa just tore his ACL.
Week by week. We're talking about stuff
it's not even that. No,
stuff about
as
the
of right
Niners,
now, the Rams are the clear front
for the
runner.
year.
I can agree with that.
Stuff about certain things on the Niners, we knew they were cooked for the year. Stuff about the Seahawks, we knew they was done. Stuff about the people didn't even think Stafford was going to come back at one point. And he was able to come back.
Right now, there's certain parts of the Niners that we know are done. Bosa's hurt, and honestly, at this point, the string of injuries is what it is right now. The Cardinals have gone through the injuries too. They're down 2 corners.
Defense, but what about
on defense?
Aside from James Conner,
on defense. Now the Seahawks have been better.
Well, I mean, they didn't have Paris for 2 games.
Also, yeah, but JJ, the Seahawks have been better. But JJ, it's also we're not acting like this is the same Rams team. You added Devontae Adams
also,
and
the thing about the Cardinals is
tenfold.
You cannot trust them and with that offensive coordinator.
Okay, but even with you saying all that, was that Rams team a contender last year? Even if they were healthy.
Yes.
I just can't.
And they showed that in the playoffs because they competed to the last play with the team that won the championship.
They competed to the last, and what happened to them?
And they ended up losing, but they showed they compete, and they always played the Eagles tough.
JJ, they played the Eagles. JJ, they played the Eagles closer than anybody else in the playoffs. They played the Eagles closer than anybody.
That's my point.
They
They
played
lose
them close to the
last year.
Commanders,
They can compete with
I ain't gonna lie though.
the
Even though I had the Eagles clearly going to the Super Bowl last year, so I said that's the offseason.
I do not believe the Rams were a contender last year.
They were.
I did.
They were not a contender to go to the Super Bowl over the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. No, they were not.
Oh, that I agree with.
But guess what happened? They ended up showing that they could play at that level. So why would I not hold that same thing for a team that got bigger?
They were the one team that played the Eagles the closest of anyone the Eagles played.
Respect. I'm not going to take that away from him. He played.
And we talking about secondary. The Lions, they go through their injuries right now, secondary wise. So that corner room
They were a
is.
contender,
That's
yeah.
a good question, though, Justin.
Yeah, but they were a contender though.
Who? The
What?
Commanders?
Once you, yeah.
Yeah, Josh, you see that comment.
I see.
They're a contender. Now, did I know 100% they were going to lose to the Eagles? Yeah, they're clearly the worst team. They're worse than them. Are you talking about? Oh, whoa, okay. You got to think. Whoa. Talking about whoa. So, just you saying 2020? I thought you were talking about literally this past season. I'm tripping. My fault.
I was about to say.
No. Because someone else put Ravens Commanders from last year. That's what threw me off.
My bad. In 2020.
But the difference is
Hell no.
the Rams have a rapport regardless of what you want to say. We seen Stafford and McVay in the playoffs.
Time out. You got to think. That's logistics because that's literally one of the worst years of a division in football history. So that's
that too.
Is that not one of the worst years for the NFC West last year?
But the Rams have rapport though. It's not like the Rams are just it's not like it's Taylor Heineke coming in from nowhere. The Rams have previous rapport. We know what the Rams can do. We see what Stafford can do in the playoffs.
The Rams at least win 10 games.
They won 10 games. We seen in the playoffs beforehand. We see Stafford. We see Stafford snapping the playoffs.
Hold on. I'll share my screen.
They're over under on
2020. Hold on. 2024. Hold on. 2024.
The Rams won 10-7, did they not?
Rams schedule. I mean Rams. Let's put 2024 NFC West standings.
They went 10-7.
Hold on. We can share our
because they went 10-7. Seahawks went 9-8. Cardinals went 8-9, and Niners went what 6-12.
Yeah, let me share my screen real quick, right?
I'm saying the Cardinals did barely miss out on the loss last year too in the Seahawks.
Yeah.
That went to week 17.
They choked away bad. Yeah. They choked the Panthers and they choked away the Rams game.
Look, that's the standings, right?
Riddell, you're like losing the plot. No, you're looking at the standings. You're not actually looking at what I'm talking about. Riddell's literally losing the plot because he said he said the Cardinals and Seahawks almost made the playoffs. That is literally my point. That is quite literally my point. Like I don't even know what he's trying to say here right now. Here's
JJ. Here's the thing.
The Cardinals overachieved. They literally dropped off in the later season.
The playoff rapport for the Rams speak for itself.
That's literally my point. The Niners.
The teams are dealing with injuries now, man.
Yeah, this nigga JJ lagging like shit.
Yeah, his is lagging. I said both teams in the division are dealing with injuries now. It's very eerie to last year.
Yeah, I mean, the Niners are loaded with injuries. Arizona's
hold on. Are you straight? Hold on. Yo, JJ.
The coordinator's awful too. Like it's just.
Yeah, they're choppy. He getting choppy.
I just don't know how the Rams aren't the current favorites of that division right now. The Niners are completely injured. The Cardinals are a dysfunctional mess, and I don't trust Seattle at all.
I think you're good now, JJ.
You good?
I think you're good now, JJ.
Good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah. Now, what's your main point?
Okay. Bro, I'm going back to because he said the division was one of the worst. These people are farming wins. You get to get 6 wins, right? Against your division. Yes or no?
What was it?
You have a chance to go get 6 wins.
No.
Follow me. Just follow me. You have a chance to go get 6 wins because you play 3 other teams in your division, right? You are farming wins against injured teams. And they are in the same division as you. Meaning, if I come in first, I have a locked spot to make the playoffs. Now, what you do in the playoffs, respect. That's the
point, though. That's the point. What they did in the playoffs is why we can say they're contenders because a similar team and you just got
me that they were contenders. What they did in the playoffs still didn't show me they were contenders.
I just disagree wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
how?
JJ, like they played the Eagles closer than anybody, man.
So I get what you're saying.
I just said that.
And then you added Tay Adams, and the offense just took a whole nother leap with Tay Adams.
The way Stafford's playing right now, like, dude,
I get you, JJ, because if the Rams lose football games, JJ, it is on that back seven. I completely agree. That's the ultimate kryptonite, the wide open Achilles heel.
Yeah.
But the fact that just because that Achilles heel is going to force him to play air it out, shoot out football, damn it, if I had to put anyone's faith into it, McVay, Puka, Tay Adams, and Stafford. I mean, damn, that's someone good to have to go to the shootout with.
Look, this is my point. The front four
That's
last year in the playoffs, they go against Minnesota. We already know how we feel about Minnesota. They also, I think
Sam Darnold turned to caca.
Yeah, we know what happened. We know what happened to Sam Darnold. They go and beat them because guess what? They can get to the quarterback. If you can get to the quarterback, as a person that plays football, y'all all understand football.
Yeah.
If y'all don't play football.
Number one
if
goal.
You can get to the quarterback, you can have a bad secondary, right? But if you can get back there quick enough, it can supplement that. That's just why they say it's better to have better pass rush and better pass defense, right? So they were able to get back there. They were able to get home on the quarterback. And so you're going to them beating the Vikings isn't as crazy as it is once you start losing your guys, right? Sam Darnold goes and plays bad because he's not doing well under.
No Darrius either, I believe. No Darrius. Yeah, I even looked at the Vikings game.
The Rams beating them. The Rams also are going to have, like, once again, Stafford ended up playing well towards the end of the year. The last few games of the year, into the playoffs, he played well. So, again, I'm not arguing y'all about the offense because the offense is going to be good, right? But y'all just said they played the Eagles close. The Eagles, even, for example, right? The Eagles, at the end of the day, you're going to play. It happens in the playoffs. I think I was talking about this earlier. A team that's a good defense can end up playing a little bit lower than what they played, especially when you're playing an elite offense. You got Sean McVay in the playoffs, Matthew Stafford. You're going to play. You could end up looking a lot worse, right? I don't see Sean McVay just getting shut out like that in the playoffs consistently. Y'all can't give me a time like that consistently, right? So
outside of the Patriots game.
That's why he's one of the best coaches ever. And you have still a great offensive engine. When Matthew Stafford's actually being able to play well, they're going to play well, right? And so what the Eagles have to do, they had to fight back. They were just playing elite offense versus elite defense. They just got better at the defense. The defense also played down a little bit. We saw what Quinyon was looking like. Like, you see, thank you. Like, we saw what happened to Quinyon. So, like, all those things add up to me, right? I look at the Rams. I said they were not. You said what?
Eagles secondary got worse too, because it ain't just Slay and Quinyon. It's Quinyon and Trent Boyd-Dory or Jacob
and then
Bennett.
Question mark.
I mean, like, bro, Stafford, he like last year, I'm going to go through. I'm at week 7 at this point, right? Because they started out the year 1-4.
Yeah, very inconsistent.
I want you to follow that. They started out the season 1-4, lost to the Cardinals, and they beat the Niners by 3.
Weren't they also injured during that time?
That was a Juwan Jennings Superman game.
I said that. Right after the bye week, they go play Vegas. They beat them. Are we really surprised that they beat Vegas and they only beat them by 5? Come on, I dare y'all to tell me y'all surprised right now.
I still don't know if we're bringing a regular season for real.
There's a reason. I mean, regular season matters if you're still going to be a contention to go play.
It matters, but obviously they look much better this year than they did last year.
One bad team they formed to win again.
How are you going to make regular season definitely matters because
no, I'm saying, but obviously they're already playing much better than they did last year. Stafford was hurt and very inconsistent. You have a better offense, better team, and Stafford just looks healthier.
And I do agree with Riddell's point in the chat. Picking wins, like, you can pick wins for literally every single contender among every single span.
If you're going to call
even the Bills,
it's a Giants last year, but we ain't gonna say that.
Right now, what are the Bills doing right now? Beating ass teams.
Like, if you're going to call a team a legit contender, right? You're going to have to point out the things that the people I think are the real contenders. You're going to have to point that out, right? You go against the Vegas, you beat them by 5. You go against Minnesota, respect. You beat them by 10. That's a good win. You go against Seattle in week 9 and beat them by 6 in overtime. What are we talking about?
I mean,
that's divisional games too. That's nasty.
You lost to Miami.
Divisional games. Divisional games are always closer than what it is, bro.
You lost to the Miami Dolphins. Are we serious?
I think you're being very disingenuous right now.
I mean, JJ, you know the stat is like 82% of NFL games come down to one score. You know that, right? Like,
these are NFL level teams. Division games, those are always dogged out games. It just is what it is. And the Rams are just better this year and they're healthier.
JJ, why do you like that?
And they have playoff rapport. That's why, like,
they barely beat the freaking Saints.
Who did?
The Rams.
And give us Sunday.
I mean, the Bills had a weird game against the Saints.
Buffalo beat none, but nobody.
I get it. If it was JJ, I'll give. If we're talking about the coach, JJ, I would get it because they don't have the rapport. But the Rams have the rapport. They
beat the Jets last year by 10 points. It was 19-9.
Damn, the Jets a terrible
This is a team that y'all telling me right now that are
you talking about Jets supposed to go to the AC Championship game last year?
Huh?
What did he ask, bro?
We saw the Jets supposed to go to the AC Championship game. Like, Jets were a terrible team last year.
Come on, bro. Let's lock in, bro. Hey,
but the Chiefs.
Let's keep it pushing.
I did not start off with this whole conversation by saying that the Rams aren't the Chiefs. And we're bringing up, it's compare and contrast, Jonathan. It's literally comparing and contrasting. This is what they said, that they added Tay Adams this year and still have a bad defense. That doesn't change anything for me aside from the fact that Puka's still doing what he's doing. Their offense is still going to be elite, like I said they were. And even with an elite offense, they're barely edging out teams right now. And they played in a weak division last year compared to this year. I don't believe they're contenders. I don't.
And I seen what the team for last year, a worse team, did in the playoffs against the champions.
JJ, who do you think is a JJ?
Tell me, you're going to tell me right now.
JJ, who do you think is a contender right now?
I just told you the Packers. Let me go actually give you
They're not consistent enough for you to be pushing Packers.
I ain't gonna lie.
They're not consistent enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about defense. You're talking about defense, but Dallas just put up 40.
You talking about the same Packers who lost the Dolphins?
You gotta get the 2007 John Cena.
Well, not only losing to the Browns, but allowed 40 to the Cowboys.
You signed with the Cowboys?
I mean, the Cowboys
no CD, no Tyler Booker. I think Tyler Smith was hurt too.
Yeah, but no CD. Respect. But when are we going to start? They have to make it elite offense. Yes or no?
I mean, no Tyler Booker. You're down. No Cooper Beebe. You're down two started on linemen.
Hold on. Josh, say that again.
Prince, JJ, Donnie, and Dave. They have the 32nd ranked defense in the entire league. And on top of that, they're injured. And the Packers tied with them, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
No Cooper Beebe, no Tyler Smith, no CD.
The Giants put up 37 points against them too.
You said what?
You know the Giants almost beat them and put up 37 points against them?
I guess who?
What's your point?
That's my point,
Doesn't
though.
it make your point worse?
It's not going to mean nothing at the end of the day. My whole point is the nitpicking isn't just it's not a good basis.
No, okay, I'm just pointing. Okay, yes, I hear you, but I'm saying the same elite offense that they were talking about, Donnie, Dave, whoever else was on that side, the same elite offense that they were talking about last year was putting up 19 points versus a freaking boo-boo defense and making the playoffs off of that. And then they're saying since they played the Eagles close, now they're what's
they just played a good.
The reason why the Packers didn't win that game is because the Packers have an elite offense.
Hold on. Is the Colts not a good defense? Because they just put up points against the Colts. The offense just snapped against the Colts.
No, fair. No, that's a fair, good argument.
But it's not like the Rams are just beating up on boo-boo teams every single game. They played good teams, and the offense still look great. And they have rapport. It's not a Colts team that just came out the blue with Daniel Jones just hooping. It's a team year in and year out has competed and has elite offenses, and they've gotten better.
Yep.
And ain't gonna lie. In the Charlie Bay area, the secondary has always been a problem. Even when they had Ramsey, it was Ramsey and friends.
One off of AD Mitchell doing
they did still win the ball, yeah.
Like the Rams have never had good secondary play.
One off of AD Mitchell making 2 bad plays.
It's football.
Nah, but the thing is though, JJ.
Saquon dropped the pass against the Falcons last year, JJ. Y'all were
that's nasty though. If Donnie brings up 2 block kicks, even though I feel like there's more context to that though, he can do that though. You can't do that.
It's football, man.
You can't.
It is what it is.
Like just even like
it is. Josh, you saying it's pointless? I mean, this is the whole point. Is I said it was 4 weeks in, but I said if we're going to we're asking about contenders 4 weeks in. So if you're going to ask me for my opinion, 4 weeks in, I don't believe that team's
I mean, I'm also going to go with a team that got rapport, man.
So how many teams got rapport in the NFL?
I mean, the Rams got rapport.
Let me read it. Let me read this super
chat. Then the Bills probably. I mean, the Bills leading time and possessions. Maybe them too, I guess. I don't know.
Let me read the super chat quick from Appreciate You Lambo for the 5. He said, I don't harp on the results in September as much. A team with that D-line, those offensive weapons, got to be contenders. Donnie yapping, though.
Yeah. I'm not yapping. What did I do?
Yeah, that kind of crazy straight.
Yeah, what did I do? Bro agreed with me and still said I was yapping.
Y'all act like the NFC is still like a better conference than the AFC on top of that too. I want to factor that in too. I don't think
If we're using
there's only like 3 teams.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not a long list of contenders. Yeah,
overreaction right now, the NFC clears the AFC. If we're using overreactions right now, as of these 4 weeks in, the NFC clears the AFC.
At least in terms of
She's been on and off. Chargers.
In terms of roster talent, I think I agree.
Yes,
Ravens. It's Bills and Colts. It's Bills, Colts, maybe Pittsburgh.
I'm just looking at that junk. There's still more teams in the AFC that I could say have a higher shot at winning that junk or making it.
Bills, Chiefs, and then who?
The Bills, the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos. Who else?
Broncos.
Yes.
Broncos
with that level.
We're stretching it.
Yeah, with how mid this has been.
I'm talking about JJ. If we're talking about how, I'm not gonna lie. If you've been talking about how they're playing recently, it's not. JJ,
there's a reason why.
JJ, hold on. It's not possible for you to say the Broncos. It's not possible.
There's a reason why I said this is going based off of 4 weeks. But I said based off if we're gonna go talk about these teams legit, right? Watch why people still have the Eagles as contenders like you, right? If we're going to go based off of that, I'm looking at the Broncos roster, Dave going by rapport, right? The Broncos roster, I just watched Bo Nix play a great game against a bad defense. You need to do that. You need to go play a bad game. You need to play a bad defense to build up your rapport, build up your confidence in your team. That defense is playing lights out. One of the best defenses in the league, period.
And Bo Nix has been mierda.
Yeah.
He's still been
J.K. Dobbins been playing well. Who else?
But JJ, you've been talking. But JJ, you talking about for me, for you, that offense ain't been on shit. They look decent versus the Bengals.
Their offense has been mid. Yes.
I hope they look good against the Bengals. I truly hope so.
Mid, but their defense has been elite.
Yeah, we knew that was gonna be a thing, though. We knew the defense was gonna be elite, if anything.
I'd hear
you can fix that.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's nasty.
Give me a second.
Oh, based off this year, ooh, I need about 3 more weeks before I get on the coach shit.
Who do they play? Who do they play?
I'm telling y'all about Daniel Jones being able to.
Who do the Colts play this week?
Y'all heard me say.
They're home against the Raiders.
Let's move on.
And Geno Smith is some real life in me.
They're home against the Raiders, and then I think
before we
after
get to
that
these, before we get to these
Arizona.
predictions, there's 2 more things that we can talk about because realistically, there's really not much to talk about from Monday night with the Broncos game.
Yeah. Trash Monday night slate.
Now they're talking about. We already talked about Tyreek. Prayers up to Tyreek.
Yeah,
prayers up.
Free Garrett Wilson. Free him. Hold on. Angie Hill.
New England.
He said Tyreek was too happy with the injury like that. I think he was just doing that just because he was just.
I think he was trying to get the crowd in a good mood.
Trying to stay positive. I think he's just trying to stay positive.
It's better than Earl Thomas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of Legion, actually, I'll bring that up later.
Well, what you about to say?
These niggas do not fuck with Russell Wilson. Earl Thomas. Hey, Sherman, bro, he don't even see.
I need it. Matter of fact, since it's like, I really pray, I really gonna pray that Slay can get me in contact with Sherman. I need the Lord behind that. I really need to actually hear well, he ain't gonna give us the real rundown, but
something.
I feel like what Tony G said on Thursday. I think it was Thursday night or something. One of them shits.
He told the way he played his way out the Hall of Fame.
He said Russell Wilson is playing himself out the Hall of Fame. Russell Wilson is a bona fide Hall of Famer. There's no if.
Oh man.
No, it's not. I don't know. He's a
no. It's I don't know what they're talking about. Man.
Oh yeah, he's a bona fide Hall of Famer. Yeah. You can say,
when we talk about the best quarterbacks of the 2010s, he's easily in that conversation.
When Sherman was when he hasn't had that all-time defense, he got this losing record and this and that. Yeah, he wouldn't make your Hall of Fame. You a bot. I don't know what. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Look at that defense. Look at the defense he had when he hit his prime.
Create a Hall of Fame gimmick. Russell Wilson. I'm not thinking twice.
Russ.
What are you talking about, bro?
Look at the defense Russ had.
What are you
doing his prime? It was
Dave. I know you remember those early or those late 2010 years.
Man, it was Russ or die.
Yeah, bro,
run around. He better catch that.
2019
team, Super Bowl, bro. At the end of the day, bro,
dude, you have oh my god, man.
He's had multiple elite years. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's top 5 in quarterback rushing yards. You're a Hall of Famer. I get he playing bad right now. He washed, but the disrespect on Russell.
Also,
Wilson.
I know we hate Pro Bowls, and I think they're stupid too. But 10 of them.
Well, at one point, the Pro Bowls actually used to mean something.
No,
I'm about to say around that time, it still meant a little bit of something.
Yeah, Pro Bowls really used to mean
And 10, I'm sorry, 10 is just the same. Like 10,
10
everybody.
Pro Bowls, Super Bowl
There's only 2 All
champions.
Pros. 10 means something.
But they excuse
He has a season where he threw 40 TDs. The whole thing does care about that. So I don't know, man.
All right, but we can talk about 2 more things before we head out. JJ, I'm gonna start with you. Marvin Harrison Jr. We don't even need to talk about the Seattle Cardinals game because
Man,
realistically, like it was a good game. But
Wasn't that
realistically
Donnie
speaking, and shout out JSN, he's been frying shit. But
he messed
the
up.
biggest talk that needs to be talked about, Marvin Harrison Jr. had one of the worst first halves in football history. And in the second half, he had a great second half. You see when he caught that touchdown, then it looked like he was about to cry. Like it was a big reliever. Do you think that second half that he just had, do you think he can build off that?
Of course. I mean, you don't just write off any young receiver. I mean, I tell people all the time, you could be a first round pick.
Blue Jay.
It sucks that you don't start out, playing as well as you do, right? But you want to see a turnaround. You want to see something, a shift in the next year. I feel like a lot of the stuff has been working against him. I mean, I know, Donnie, that's your team, man. But at the end of the day, I mean, every time I watch, I just feel like stuff is not going his way. I feel like a lot of stuff isn't working for him towards him. And then when finally things started to shift a little bit in that first half, man, he was selling himself. I'm like, yo, now you're adding on to what's already bad to you. Now good things is looking like it's about to happen to you, and you're not capitalizing. So I mean, that second half really is like, man, you gotta go as a player, bro. If any person that plays any sport, no matter what, it could be anything, or it doesn't even have to be anything with sports. It's just life. Anytime you're in a rough patch, man, when stuff starts turning around, man, you got to really go and push the envelope and maximize that, right? Because then that could change the trajectory of everything that you have going on for your life. Man, you don't want to keep sulking. Don't sit down into a position of just being defeated. You know what I'm saying? You always say that you're going to win, and you always have a victory mindset. And so right now it's looking like if he can believe that he's going to win always, he's one of the best guys in the league, and he shall always have a victory mindset. He's always going to win that. You know what I'm saying? So 100%. Josh?
Yeah, stemming off what JJ said, like, I'm not going to write up MHJ for the rough start. Like, this, like, I feel like guys like MHJ, even BTJ, like, they're just having, it seems like it's just a mental block for these two. Like, they're both extremely talented receivers. We've seen high level flash from the two of them. So, like, and we've seen it at a consistent level throughout last season. So through these 4 weeks, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, these guys are us, whatnot, just because of what's happened thus far. Like, I feel like they're going to have a way upward slope going forward with the rest of the season. Like, I think MHJ is still going to be a really good receiver. I think BTJ should be able to get back to the level he was playing last season. It's a mental thing. That's what I'm looking at it as.
You right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely mental. I mean, the moment he cut that touchdown, he went to the knee, like he was getting teared up. I mean, that is just like reaffirmation of what he can do. And I think another problem is he get a lot too much hate for his play from last year. He had a good rookie season. It's just the fact that coming in, generational talent, Donnie talking about he the best thing since Megatron, Woody Woo.
Yeah, that's exactly why he got the hate.
So the expectations was a lot higher, but 809 TDs for a rookie receiver, especially when we all see the tape and he's getting used as a clear route, sometimes look as a third option in the scheme. That's a good season. But obviously, the first 4 weeks this year, the first 2 weeks we could say, okay, Kyler, you're not looking at him and whatnot, but only the last 2 weeks, the drops against the Niners.
You don't get that much hate, though. Look what you said.
I think from the casual point of view, he does.
I'm saying though, but look what you said though. We have people like Donnie telling Manny,
oh yeah,
he's the best wide receiver.
But when those expectations are put on you early on,
people like Donnie though, like that's
the thing. When people are saying, a lot of people are saying stuff like that.
Yeah, I say Marvin's getting generational.
Yeah, when you're looking at generational, and you have BTJ going 17, putting up 1,200 with Mac Jones. Now people are looking at Marv kind of sideways. In reality, he had a good year. Just the situation wasn't the best, and I don't think he was utilized to his fullest. Now, obviously, this year it was a little bit the same thing, not being utilized. But the drops against the Niners, the first half against Seattle, that's bad. It was bad mental block. I'm glad he was able to do what he did in the second half because, like JJ said, I mean, I'm not writing no receiver out after 4 games. It's just, I think he's going to be right. Fire Drew Petzing.
Yo, I gotta stop you. I gotta read this.
That super chat is crazy.
Hey, he said, I'm surprised. He said, "But Trash want to tell you, you round one of them boys are worse than the 2020 basketball heads, but you still can't explain to me how G Will is better than Olave. Nigga, G Will has way better hands than Chris Olave.
Wait, never
Better route running than that nigga. I don't know.
Better hands, better routes, better yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so funny. I appreciate you.
I think Olave is better vertically, but that's about it.
I appreciate you with the $10.
Is he?
That's love. But
Yeah,
literally, it's not possible that you can show that Chris Olave got better hands than Garrett Wilson. Not possible.
No,
Not possible.
absolutely not.
Not possible.
Absolutely not.
And it will never be possible.
Are you crazy? Yes,
We didn't even have
Yes,
Garrett Wilson has been having better hands than Chris Olave since they were both at the same university.
Wait. Y'all said Garrett Wilson got better yak than Olave?
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. I didn't say that.
I think he does. I think he does.
didn't say that. Oh, hey. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I believe you have better hands.
I just know for a fact. I just know for a bona fide fact. You cannot prove. Nobody can prove that the hands between Olave and Garrett Wilson is not even comparable. It's not even comparable. You see the shit that Garrett Wilson did Monday. Nigga, like, what are we talking about? And Garrett Wilson, an elite route runner. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm not gonna argue that on that. But I mean, I remember I was telling you because I remember y'all also. I don't forget certain things like this, but I remember when we was in the PC back in the PC days. I said Olave was a better route runner than Garrett Wilson. Coming out, still is.
Who?
I said no.
Yeah, he's not.
What? Well,
The fuck? He's never been a
Are you saying Olave is a better route runner, JJ?
trolling me right now.
you're trolling, right?
Are you trolling?
He's never been a better route runner.
Y'all gotta stop with that, bro. Like,
He's never been a better route runner than Garrett Wilson. Release.
We can move on, but we're not.
In and out of breaks.
We're literally not gonna keep on doing this. We can move on, but we're not gonna keep on doing this.
He's not even better route runner than Jason.
I want to talk about this.
He wasn't a better route runner than in college. No.
Ohio State receiver film room. Let's go.
Olave's never been a better route runner than Garrett Wilson. Never.
And we can street one route running. I got all 22.
He's better than one routes.
Yeah, what are you talking about, bro?
What are we doing?
Hey, I'll say this though, Donnie. Drew Petzing got to get fired though. I felt that way last year. He's going to reaffirm my only stance.
Now Chris Olave is the better deep threat.
Oh yeah,
Garrett Wilson's still a great deep threat.
Really good deep threat. You could take Olave because like he's gonna stretch the field more vertically because of speed. He has better top end speed.
I would take Olave over Garrett Wilson.
You don't believe that? I promise.
I'm good.
I don't know. You can say that, especially with the injury history. It's unfortunate, but there's no way you can say that.
We might have to do a film room, which is really unfortunate, bro.
I'll say Ohio State players.
Riddell says Jason the best OSU receiver in the NFL right now.
Garrett Wilson?
Garrett Wilson?
I'll take
G Will. This season specifically, it is Jason. But
if you're talking about right now, like who's playing this right now, it's definitely Jason.
Yeah,
I was going to say Terry McLaurin though.
Right now, Chad, we just chopping up. We might as well. Oh yeah, Emeka.
Oh, Donnie.
Oh yeah, Donnie.
Emeka might be better than Olave too.
Right now. No.
Donnie FC down horrible, Chad.
Donovan Clemens. Emeka. Where did he go?
Donnie FC down terrible.
Wait, hold on. So y'all think Jay is sitting over Olave? Daniel Bryan?
At this point, yes.
Yes. Like
at this point, yeah.
Is this guy a Saints fan, bro?
Actually, that's not crazy. Why am I even raising my eyebrow to that?
I'm taking Jason. But
I'm taking Jason.
Before we get to our predictions, Donnie, can we get the official apology to Emeka Boot because he's gonna call him mid?
Please. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I'm changing the name right now. Donnie
Evan Stewart better than him?
Down, man. Donnie FC is down right now.
Holy, I remember that. Oh my god. Stop.
What did I say?
I was on your ass.
You and Tegan was saying that Evan Stewart was better than him.
Oh
yeah. Once again, Donnie FC down right now, man. It ain't looking good. No, man. Emeka, he's playing really well right now. Like, you got to give him full credit. He stepped into a role that no one really expected him to step into. Chris Godwin's been out. with an injury. Mike Evans was out last game, and he stepped into a role that no other rookie wide receiver is doing right now outside of Ted. So he deserves all the props. He's the front runner for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's been great.
And then Riddell said, appreciate you again, Riddell, the $2. That's love. He said, rank all the OSU receivers right now overall. I'll probably say for me, all of them. So it would be, Terry too. God damn.
It probably Garrett.
Terry. I think my shit was, I don't remember between Garrett and Terry. I just know they 1 and 2. Whatever. I forgot.
Garrett. I think you have Garrett.
I think I said Garrett, then Terry, but then it would be as of right now. Overall, probably JSN. And then
Olave.
It will be Olave just right now because Emeka still has to play the full season.
But then
And then it will be,
Marv or Emeka.
As long as Marv is last. I mean, the Emeka shit right now is kind of like hard.
I'm about to say, because Marv still got a full year where he looks solid.
His brother only played 4 games, but he's playing elite football right now. So it's like, realistically, I could put Emeka over Marv, but it's like Marv already played.
I think I go Marv.
Oh, shit, I forgot about Michael Thomas too. Oh shit! So then Michael Thomas.
He's talking all the time.
Well, he's not in the league though. So if it was Michael Thomas, would be number 1 in this shit.
Michael Thomas.
Huh?
Yes. Are you crazy? Peak Michael Thomas is 1 on the list. Like what?
What are you saying? Yo. What are you? Don't make like. You good?
No, he's trolling. He's trolling.
Give me Curtis Samuel. That's all I gotta say.
Anyways, yeah. Chat. So before we head out.
Here, actually, no, go ahead. Never mind. Everyone covered the Cardinal thing well. So
boo. Someone put tomatoes in the chat or something, bro. Like this.
Please.
What? Shut up.
Before we head out,
that's what true font.
And let me say this: shout out Genty for having this great breakout game. But hey, if we doing the bad defense tax,
I would hope.
Yo, why are you screaming it?
I don't care. I would hope.
Why are you?
I would hope.
Yeah, the one game you had gaps to run through.
Yeah, the only time his offensive line was
free Jackson Powers Johnson, by the way. They doing him dirty.
Terrell Powers is one of the best athletes ever. Right? If you can switch,
Josh, I don't know,
quarterback,
that makes sense,
and get 1,000 yards as a receiver, like that's good. But let's get to these games. You know what I'm saying? Let's make these quick. We ain't got to do nothing too. So I'm going through this shit. Does anybody think the Patriots beating the Bills?
Yes.
Gosh, be for real. Like I know you're a Patriots fan.
The Bills win, but damn it, Drake May, you gonna have a game. Let's go.
I'm 100% for real. Drake May's hot right now. I think that he's gonna pull up. We're gonna pull off the upset. I'm so serious right now.
Hey, Josh. Guess what, Josh? You sold me. Patriots FC. Let's go. Come on.
Let's do it.
Drake has been playing like the top 10.
You see what I'm talking about?
Look, he sold me, Chad. I don't care.
You see what I'm talking about when it comes? This nigga is blushing. This
Hey,
nigga
Josh, hold on. Hey, cause Josh, they don't enjoy football.
Chat, when it comes to the white man, cheesing, bro. Chat, I'm bugging.
Hey, no, Josh, he don't enjoy good football because Drake May this year has been playing. If it's in the league wise, I'm be nasty. Top 5. EPA been good. He been hooping.
But Dave,
Josh McDaniels finally learned to use Stephon Diggs in the slot. Thank the Lord.
Josh McDaniels, shout out to him.
Come on, we got Josh Allen versus mini Josh Allen, man. How can you not be excited, man? That's great football. You got the MVP and one of the rising young stars playing. How can you not be happy? Do you not enjoy good football?
I mean,
Is that your problem, Trenton?
No, he doesn't.
Dave, here's my thing though. You can't be a mini of someone you're better than. So like,
you said what?
You can't be a mini of someone you're better than. How is he a mini Josh Allen if he's better than Josh Allen?
You know what? Hey, cook.
All right, next game.
Yeah. Niggas like, hey, Stephon might go crazy. So he might have.
Oh, Stephon Diggs revenge game? Oh, me.
Okay, so does anybody have the Jags beating the Chiefs?
Who's home?
Yeah, who's home?
Wait, Jags are home.
I might take Jacksonville.
You not taking Jacksonville? Be for real.
I don't know.
I
truly don't know.
I'll take the Chiefs, but I think
We have
Jags.
to stop this EPA shit. Yeah.
No, all right.
We love EPA here.
EPA.
I don't know.
It's good.
We love on pace. We love EPA.
Anybody have them beating them? Anybody?
You said
I
don't. I'm teetering. I could.
Chiefs, Jags. Anybody got
I got the
Jags
Jags
beating the
winning.
Chiefs?
I got the Jags. winning.
That D-line been putting in work. Oh, is Trevor Walker? Is Trevor Walker
Actually,
playing?
I don't know why y'all are making it seem like it's.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
I don't know. I don't think. I just have the Chiefs winning. It's just simple. I don't think. It's
No, I think it's close. I don't know.
I'll take the Chiefs.
All right. Let me look at this. Anybody got the Raiders beating the Colts?
No.
With who at quarterback? Oof.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Trying to get all the bum games out. Trying to get all the bum games out the way.
Lions, Bengals.
Oh shit!
Oh, Gibbs gonna put in work and fancy. Thank God I needed this week.
Yeah, nobody.
Derrick Henry been trolling.
Yeah, Lions, Bengals. Yeah. Okay, all right. So now let's start to get to the real
Titans,
shit.
Cardinals.
Okay.
Also, does anyone even think the Titans are going to win?
You lucky the Titans.
Hey, I don't lie, Trent. This is my logic. They got to get a win sometime. They got to catch a dub sometime. They've been close to catch some dubs.
Our men have been looking good, bro.
He has. He definitely has.
You said what?
Alec Ironman. He's been good.
Yeah.
Word.
Ain't gonna lie, Gibbs would have touched on the team. That'd be nice.
And then invite. Oh, this. Okay, all right. So let's make these quick.
Say something about Cam Ward, Justin. Yo, Chad, I might be switching up my tune. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, he's been nice, JJ. He's been nice.
The team has been bad, straight up. 0-4.
Yeah.
Can't make excuses for that. But he's been making some pretty good plays, man. He's been doing some of the stuff that I said wasn't gonna continue to translate in the league, and he's still doing it right now. And that was really one of my biggest cases on why I didn't think he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be good in the NFL. Is just because he had too much negative play that just looked positive, especially when you're playing college football. And so, I mean, right now he's in the NFL playing a lot. It's very similar, and I mean, he doesn't look like terrible. It's a lot of his team taking down what he does. So, yeah, I'm gonna give him his respect. If anything changes, though, y'all know where I'm gonna be at. Yeah, you funny. All right, Josh. All right, you.
That boy in college now. He know the struggle.
I mean,
give it a hard boy. Get those scraps.
All right. Vikings Browns just so nasty. Y'all, who I got? Vikings. We all got Vikings.
The Browns are a sneaky game every week.
I think this is going to be another situation where I think they don't have any film on Dylan, so I could see a chance of the Browns winning.
I got the Vikings winning though.
Yeah, rookie quarterback first game. I'll give the edge to the Vikings.
Anybody got the Saints beating the Giants?
No.
Honestly,
no. I'll take the Giants.
Either the Giants got no neighbor.
I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, wait. I actually look. Oh no!
But I'll still go Giants though. That's how bad the Saints. So I still go Giants.
It's the Aints. I can't do it. Mm-hmm. I was trying to be nice. I can't do it. It's the Aints.
Anybody got the Broncos beating the Eagles?
No. The way Bo Nix is playing, I'm good.
I'm about to say I like the defensive matchup for the Broncos and Eagles. I like the matchup. I said Bo Nix.
Can, but do you have him winning though?
I mean,
yeah.
Bo Nix been trolling. No Smith.
I said Bo Nix been trolling. We just talked about building off of good games.
Yeah, but it's like
sometimes you need a bad defense. Even though I'll be taxing people for playing too many bad defenses in a row or playing too many bad teams in a row, you might need one of these games to reset and go crazy. I'm just being real with you. At the end of the day, Bo Nix got a game, manage the game. That defense is gonna handle.
I don't know. My thing is I can see the Broncos win. I wouldn't write it off at all. That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be an interesting game to look at.
J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey back there making it happen, bro. Troy Franklin looking a little.
Is that in Denver, Trent?
Huh?
Is that in Denver?
All right, Donnie. I get you. No, it's in Philly. We got Philly.
Okay.
Philly's winning. They will be starting off the season 5-0. What else on these shits? Let's get these shitty games out the way. Dolphins, Panthers.
The FC. Bama did too early.
Bama
did too early.
This
Yeah,
Bama Bowl.
we're going Panthers. We're gonna go Panthers though.
I got the Dolphins.
All right, and I got the Dolphins.
It's a battle. Why did you not say one of those games? Like, bro, those games are bad, bro. That's
Yeah, I
good.
know. But yeah, what's his name? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit.
Yeah, no, I got the Dolphins. They just did what they did to the
forgot.
Bills, too.
Texans, Ravens without Lamar.
Texans.
Texans.
Texans. I ain't gonna lie. Texans lose this game. That CJ Stroud comment gonna be real. It's gonna get. Hey, shit might get
I
ugly.
promise you, I might have to start leading that charge.
It's gonna get real ugly.
I might be there with you, bro. That's not possible. Should be.
And I told y'all, but what's fun?
All right. Thursday Night Football. 49ers Rams. I got Rams. JJ, who you got? Bro, I forgot to talk about Brock. Sure. Shitty ass nigga. Forgot to talk about shitty.
Ricky Pearsall out too for how long?
He's questionable.
Y'all got the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all got the GOAT injury bug. I'm not gonna catch.
Yeah, Purdy and Ricky and Juwan didn't practice today. Purdy said
GOAT injury bug, bro.
I think Purdy's gonna play. Ricky is definitely because he retweaked the knee injury he's been playing through. And it's a short week too. Yeah, so the Rams gonna win this game. The good thing about the Niners is though we did start off 3-0. So worst case scenario because of the injury bug, it's 3-3, and by the time October hit, mid-October, late October hits, we should be back to our healthiest all year.
What's your receiving core looking like if you don't have Juwan and Ricky playing?
Demon Kendrick Bourne. Ain't like you sold the fuck out of us last game, Kendrick Bourne.
Just stop.
Yeah. DeMarcus Robinson.
If Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings don't play and Brock Purdy still,
I think Juwan's playing. I'm pretty sure Brock's playing. Ricky's the one that's real life. My biggest worry though, JJ, that's gonna.
If Brock still plays bad and Ricky's not that good, I'm just gonna be outside. We'll be going with the Rams on this one. So.
I'm about to say my biggest worry, JJ, is not even that, JJ. My biggest worry, I'm not gonna lie, Trent Williams. That we got to get that replacement ASAP because he's been getting beat up this year. Josh Allen had him in the Twister Doom of Hell. I can only imagine what Jared Verse is gonna do. And for the first time in my lifetime as a Niners fan with Shanahan, we can't run the football. So it's nasty right now. The defense has been looking good, but no Ronaldo Green probably. I ain't gonna lie, it might be Swiss cheese. The Rams got this one though. That's right. Y'all, we'll let y'all get that. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get a spin back though.
All right, Commander Chargers. What we going with?
JD
most likely will be back.
What about Terry?
Give me the
I'm
Chargers.
I'm still gonna go Chargers.
All right, and then last one.
If Terry gonna be back, you don't know?
Huh?
I think
Terry gonna be back.
I don't know.
I still probably go Chargers though.
I got and then Bucks at Seattle.
Ooh.
Seattle.
I might take Seattle too. O-line still beat up. Defense been hooping. Sam Darnold has looked damn good. If Sam Darnold hoop like this rest of the year, we have to have some combos. In that secondary, I mean, JSN has been a monster this year. So, I mean,
yeah, go ahead and fry that. Woo, I can't wait. I don't even like Seattle.
And Spoon's will be back this week too, I believe.
Spoon.
And no Mike Evans. Chris Godwin not playing.
We hit on Devin with. We had on Devin with.
Y'all see the nigga who wears number 2? They don't have a Quinyon Mitchell over there.
Yeah, you're talking about wide receiver 1, right?
Devin Witherspoon? We just sleep on that?
I'm sleep.
What?
He's getting fried.
Is nigga sure Quinyon better than Devin Witherspoon? Hey, you know I hate Seattle. I don't.
All right. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking
Chat,
about?
this man is not JJ. Like,
What
all
are
right,
you
bro.
talking about, bro?
I don't know why you.
Hey,
Why are you sleeping on Spoon?
Like, I'm asking a legitimate question. I hate giving anybody for the Seahawks props, but Spoon is like that.
You know, Tariq Woolen's still a starting corner for the NFL team, right?
Oh, for sure. But who y'all got on the outside is beating him though? If Mike Evans not playing,
we have Chris Godwin.
Mike Evans is not playing.
you're right. Okay, yeah, Godwin's back. Okay, I forgot about that.
Godwin's not playing. Godwin 4 receptions, 33 yards. He can't. He don't got that juice.
Tariq Woolen might be like one of the worst corners, starting corners in the league.
We're not playing the Philadelphia Eagles. We're playing the Seattle Seahawks. What Michael Irvin doing that game? Yeah, nigga, they about to get destroyed, bro. About to get destroyed. Nigga, Tariq Woolen his ass. Now he's the
we sleeping on Devin Witherspoon in 2025. Hey,
yo, Angie with the super chat. He said, "Yo, who is y'all?"
JJ.
Oh, this question. Now this question is for this person right here.
No, we know what that. We know that's what. Hey, Trey,
I'm gonna tell you this though, Angie. I'm gonna tell you this though. Guess what? One of these boys about to be eating from Arby's at the end of this year.
my fantasy football punishment, Meat Mountain.
Yeah, that's our fantasy football punishment, chat.
Hey, chat, y'all need to get in the Discord because if you knew about the flag and the play lore, I know exactly what that's targeted to. JJ know too. Trey knows.
Yo!
Woo!
Nah,
Hey, quick note though, Buffalo sliders are decent. And curly fries are decent as well. That's about it.
And you said that
meet
was
your
good.
mic. Meet your mic.
No, the curly fries are actually good though. But you said
I
that
mean, I
was
would hope
good.
fries would be good out of a fast food. Like I would hope, but like
That's all I said. You want to know what
anyways,
else?
chat, I appreciate y'all boys. You know, we started 3 hours early because obviously we had to get Slay in because he had a dip because his son's game is literally started an hour ago basically. So usually we're gonna be on set time, but like I said, I appreciate y'all pulling up. So just letting y'all know in advance, probably we in what week 4 NFL season?
Going to week 5.
But I think week 6, the Vikings bye week is in week 6. And Jonathan Grenard, I think it's Jonathan Grenard followed he followed me on IG off of real. So he probably fuck with the pod. Try to get him on for gonna play. We're gonna try to get him on for 6:30 or so, get him on prime time so everybody can pull up. Because listen, even though we still did a good viewership, we had like 130 plus.
I like the early show though. It was a nice
we started at 4. Like I ain't gonna
that was early. Yeah, 4 Central. Yeah.
Make sure y'all tap with us, follow with us. You know what I'm saying. Thursday college football show. I gotta talk about why Joe Sloan needs to get fired. You know what I'm saying. Bam about to be going crazy about.
We done with Drew Aller.
Oh, and he's so lucky he can't talk college football anymore because he's a scout.
He'd have been fried.
So lucky. But like I said, keep tapping in with us though, bro. Like really appreciate y'all boys. Y'all boys sent like 20 super chats today. Like I said, appreciate Slay pulling up. We on the rise, bro. Like grinding. Simple as that. JJ, you got anything you want to say, bro?
One quick thing. Put me on tight Zoom. Marley, you called this junk 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, shout out Marley. I've been supposed to call you, but I've been supposed to. You definitely called. So this is 2 years ago on Flag My Play. He called Michael Penix
before the college football season.
Yeah, this was like episode 5 when we're in this is like
before Penix popped off.
No, this is Penix was already playing well.
He was already playing well.
Okay. But I'm saying this man goes because they were talking. I wasn't on the pod yet. They were talking about. I just went back and looked. This man Marley goes. Penix on this Falcons team would eat. All I'm gonna say is Marley, you called something. 2 years.
He's drinking. I don't know about eating, but he's drinking some. He's drinking some water.
Nah, it's about to be crazy. So I just want y'all to know, bro. This is how y'all know people really be paying attention, bro. Some people were saying JJ McCarthy to the Falcons. Huncho was talking about, whatever he was talking about. He said Jesse Bates is 26. LMAO. Yeah, nah. Look, y'all got to keep tapping in with us, man. My dog Marley been with us for 2 years now.
Man,
He called. Don't matter. He would flag on the play too. You feel me?
I mean,
and he called picks 2 years ago. So that's what I'm saying. Just tap in with us. Keep it going, man. Marley's a long-standing member, clearly, for 2 straight years of us going on this. We're now on episode 108. Darius Slay was just talking with us today. And I'm talking about this man's calling Michael Penix to the Falcons 2 seasons ago. Got to give him his respect, man. Yeah. So, look, I'm just saying, bro, God bless y'all. Y'all keep tapping in with us. Keep sharing the pod, man. We respect y'all for even pulling up with us and just chopping it up with us, even if you have different opinions, man. Everyone is allowed to have their opinion. You don't have to agree, disagree, whatever, man. But we give y'all the opportunity to be able to go and share that even in the comments, man. So respect to y'all for even wanting to listen to us. You know what I'm saying? We're grateful for having y'all there, man. Y'all just keep pushing up, man. We just keep going, man. We're going to keep going up, man. God bless all y'all, man. Just time for the pod to go to new heights, man. You know what I'm saying? Blame Trent for the Twitter Spaces. Blame Trent for the TikTok Live, man.
Man, what?
So yeah, I ain't gonna chat. Like I said, appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Want to have more NFL players on this pod? Yeah, man. Like I said, we out.
Blessings, man.
Tyreek Hill, we out.